Hello and welcome everyone to Keon. Time for the 13th match of this Caribbean Premier League 2026, and it's time for the home side, Saint Lucia Kings, to take on one of the better team of this CPL 2026, that is Jamaica Kingsmen. Let's talk about the playing 11 for the Kingsmen first. Robin Powell, the powerhouse, to lead the side, the Kingsmen, and they have Usman Khan. Sam Ayub has come back. Man from Pakistan has replaced Riza Hendricks. That's a surprising change for me, for Kingsmen. That's the only change that the Kingsmen have made for this match number 13. They have Khari, Kirk McKenzie, wonderful match he had in the two match earlier for the Kingsmen. Kim Paul is there, fantastic all-rounder. Andrew Russell, powerful all-rounder as well, one of the leading wicket taker and leading run scorer. Hassan Khan from US also is there from Auguste. Vita Loss, and the final man is from Pakistan as well. So they got 4 foreign players, 3 from Pakistan and 1 from US. Let's talk about the playing 11 for the home side, Saint Lucia Kings. They have been fortified by some good name in that opening pair. Team Seifert has come back from New Zealand as an opener, with Sean Campbell also is fit enough to play this one, and followed by Kamil Pooran. Charith Asalanka did well in the last match with a bat from Sri Lanka. Matthew Forde is there. Auguste also has joined the playing 11 from US, the all-rounder, with Amari Goodridge. Schalkwyk is there as well from US, with Josh Bishop and Theekshana from Sri Lanka, and the captain Roston is there as well to lead the side. Today Roston on the toss, and he has decided to field first in this match number 13. So 4 foreign players for the Kings. They got 2 from US, 1 from Sri Lanka and 1 from New Zealand. That's their playing 11. Thanks for the match, says Dylan Dixon. Welcome, Dylan. Let's talk about that head-to-head scenario between these two. In fact, this is the first time, yes, Kingsmen, the new side of this edition of CPL. So this is their first match against the Kings, and Kings will play against Kingsmen at their home condition at Saint Lucia. So home crowd is always there for the Kings to celebrate, and they have on the toss decided to field first against the Kingsmen. Locked from South Trinidad, says Daniel. Welcome, Daniel. Good night, Mr. Broadcaster, and everyone. How are you? I'm fine, Daniel. In fact, Hampton, welcome back. And here comes the fielding side, the Kings. Russell Chase and his troops, and seems like it's Schalkwyk who will bowl the first ball here, and Khari to open the batting for the Kingsman. Interesting choice. Right arm medium seam. Schalkwyk will start the bowling for the Kings, and Khari right hand batter with McKenzie is there as well. Good night, Sir Shadley. Good Keon. Hope you are rested well. Yep. Yes, after 1 day's break, we're back. Kirk McKenzie and Khari to open the batting. Left-handed batter McKenzie. I think he will be at the striking end. And it's Sadly Van Schalkwyk to bowl the first ball here. Right arm medium, 38 years of age, from US. Appreciated it, says Dixon. I'm going with Kingsman. That first game was really good, says Hampton. Okay, good afternoon, my lovely commentator. How are you doing, says Walker. Afternoon to you, Walker. And yes, I'm doing fine. And all set for the 13th match. Here comes Schalkwyk to Kirk McKenzie. Once the is in place, cut away. Straight away some runs, and straight away he's off the mark. First run for the Kingsmen. They've been invited to bat. Let's talk about that CPL batting career for KC Kati. 115 strike rate, playing his 33rd match in CPL. Has scored just over 600 runs, 83 the previous best, and with 350s. Average is 25. And Schalkwyk, this is what he has done in CPL. Playing his 6th match, the first season for him, and has taken just 2 wickets, economy just over 9 as well. Onto his back foot, pushes towards offside, finds the fielder. No chance for run. On the other hand, McKenzie, 19th match in CPL, 69 the previous best. That was in the 2 matches earlier. What a match that was for him. Got a wonderful 50. One of the fastest 50 in the CPL edition as well. 240 runs and has scored just over 14 average in his CPL career. Good night all cricket family. Good night Mr. Commentator. Hope for a good game for GK, says Lawrence. Good night to you, Lawrence. Short ball, wanted to clear that mid-on, finds the fielder. No chance for run. 121 case. How are you doing? Commentator says Dwayne. I'm doing fine. Dwayne, how are you doing tonight? Good evening everyone, says Leo Fang. Good evening to you, Fang. Welcome. Want a big score from Kingsman tonight. So sadly, okay, everyone on board early. Welcome back, everyone, says Waka. Welcome, Waka, as well. Pushes towards the 3rd man. Will take a couple of runs, I think. Wonderful his job. Just a single. There is a big chance to take the 2nd run, but McKenzie says no to that. Great commentary tonight, says Hampton. Thanks for that. Good night, Mr. Commentator. Happy to join you. How are you, says George. I'm fine. George, how are you tonight? Riley Hampton says Waka. Good night to you, sir. So didn't hear you last night, says Williams. Yes, we have missed out the last match, the match number 12. Been up pitch and taken. Saint Lucia Kings strikes so early. Schalkwyk gets the first wicket. It's a soft dismissal for McKenzie. Hitting on the up and has taken at the mid-off. Just to 1 run for this man in this match number 13. McKenzie goes down. And that's the first success for Schalkwyk tonight. Home crowd are celebrating, and why not? They got their first wicket of Kingsman, 2 for 1. 190 tonight, says Graham. Good night for Atlanta, says Milton. Good night to you. Dot balls is what really bother most of the team. Need to cut down the dots, says Lawrence. Salmayub playing his first match tonight for a Kingsman here. Left-handed batter from Pakistan, just 24 years of age. So Ali called for him. Placing you all Kingsmen all the way, says Dwayne. Okay. How are you doing, says Milton. I'm doing fine, Milton. How are you doing tonight? Pakistan lose the games. Yes, yesterday they have lost the game against England. Short ball, half-hearted pull shot. They will get a single. Fantastic start by Schalkwyk. 3 singles and a wicket in his first over. 3 for 1. Kingsman. On the side, Darcy says Hampton. Let's go Kings, says Milton. McKenzie, only good innings so far is against TKR. After that, his flop Tusko has been making, says Gamer Boy. Yes, against TKR he has played a wonderful knock. There are about 69 runs if I'm not wrong. Then including this one, 2 failed out match with the bat. English seamers were impressive today, says Hampton. Definitely. They have 4 top-class seamers, the England side. Anyway, Saint Lucia Kings all the way, says Williams. Good night to you, Mr. Commentator. Hope all is well. Johann said good night, everyone. Welcome, Johann. How are you doing tonight? Matthew Forde. will ball the second over, coming from around the wicket. Right arm medium. Going for a cover drive. Saimayo finds the fielder. Saimayo, yes, this is his first match in the CPL 2026, but this is the 14th match for him in CPL career. Look at that average. Wonderful. Very much healthy average in CPL. 43.5 with 450s. 85 the previous best. Look at the strike rate as well. Almost 142. Has joined the CPL, in fact, Kingsman side here. Coming down the track. Got some top airs. There is that man. There is that man. Takes it. Forde strikes. Kingsman so early under some pressure, as they have lost two top order batters already within just 3. Saimayo, the latest one to get back, just 1 from 3 balls. And it's a flying start for the Kings with the ball here. 3 for 2. Kingsman. Good toss to Wayne Patrick. Yep, good start by the Kings as well. After winning the toss, decided field. Already they have taken two of the Kingsman top orders. Tony Coaster number 2, I invited you to my wedding. Let's climb the Great Wall. Life goes on, my friends. As Columbus. Thanks for that. Yes, like to enjoy a good cricket match with our viewers always there. Usman Khan to join in at number 4. Another man from Pakistan. Forde, just second ball to get a success here in this match number 13th. So wicket for both of the opening bowlers for the Kings. Just 3 runs on the card. They have lost 2 wickets, the Kingsmen. So early trouble. McKenny is just 1 from 2 balls. Selman 1 from 3 balls. And Casey Khari now at the non-striking end on 1. Usman on strike. Victor towards leg side, and that will be his first run tonight. Usman off the mark. Just proving to be aggressive without even addressing the condition of the pitch or get subtly in, says Lawrence. Today it's a bit of soft dismissal, I would say. Just hitting on the up, just giving away his wicket towards mid-off. Good night, everyone. Hit and miss, they are survival mode, says Nazim. Okay. Kings, Saint Lucia Kings all the way, says Williams. Kings all the way, good night all, says Sarah. Not good for Joachim, says Waka. Not at all. A couple of wickets already down. Short ball, half-hearted pull shot. Misfield by the shot, fine, misfield, and saved that before the ball was reaching the boundary line. I think that was Kamil Pooran. They have taken 3 runs. Good running. Very good running. But that should have been no run there. Should have been done better at the shot. Fine, Kamil Pooran. Low score Kingsman tonight, says Williams. Okay, just like the last match, Kingsman played 2 for low scores, says Shadley. Kingsman in trouble, says Barry General. Yep, early trouble for them. But still just the second over is going on. Don't forget, 1 big over, 1 big partnership, 1 big innings in T20s is always good enough to get back. That's a wonderful cover drive. And it's Usman Khan who gets the first boundary for the Kingsman. Bit fuller from Forde outside that off-stump line. And inviting Usman Khan to play that cover drive. He did well. Did well to pierce the gap. Coming in 1 step ahead and full face to the bat. Fantastic looking cover drive to get his first boundary in this match. Good weekend to all, says Carlton John. Okay, Carlton, welcome. Victor enters leg side. And we'll get a single. I'd like to cover that. Third ball, in fact, that was a leg by 3. Then boundary. Now They have taken 2 rounds to complete this over. Good comeback after losing that second wicket. The Kingsmen, they got 10 runs in that second over, but also has lost 1 wicket. 13 for 2. Don't forget, Saint Lucia Kings have made some crucial changes here. They got Team Seifert, one of the destructive opener in that opening pair, and also the regular opener John Campbell back. So 2 good openers have joined in this match for the Kings. And that's a good move for the Kings. Auguste also has joined from US. These are the 3 changes that Kings have made. Schalkwyk to continue. Goes towards leg side to take a single. This cannot be real. Kingsman again, says Darron Jones. Timmy says, Tim is in the house. Good night. How are you, says Timmy. I'm doing fine, Timmy. How are you doing tonight? Keep the pressure, Kings, says Auguste. Under 150 tonight for Kingsman, says Williams. Walker says, Khari, make sure you make some runs tonight. Coming down the track. And Usman Khan missed out this time. This is what he has done in CPL career. Just the second match for him. Going over 95 strikers, so that needs to be improved. 20 runs in CPL career. It's only the second match for him. Got a boundary in the last over. Good evening, Mr. Commentator. Nice hearing you, says Lenzil. Good evening to you, Lenzil. Welcome. Columbus says, it's very tough. I really appreciate every game. Everything is okay as long as you are talking to us, says Columbus. Yes, a tough time, and yesterday it was a long, tiring day for me, so wasn't got enough time to cover that. And Foster says, hello DLB, how are you doing? I'm fine. I'm for the Kings, but they have stepped up their camps, says Foster. I'm doing fine, full toss. And pulled away towards Deep Schalkwyk. It's a flat batted sixer. Umpire will check for the no ball, I think. It's a full toss at I think just over that west high line. Umpire is just checking with the third umpire. Was it a no ball or not? Need a big partnership to now without loss of any further wickets, says Lawrence. No issue with the front leg, but what about that west high complaint? Let's see how it can go for them, says Williams. Yes, it's way too high. It's way too high. Should be a no ball there. I do not have any doubt about that, and the third umpire has confirmed it's a no ball. With trouble for Schalkwyk. It's a west high no ball, and it's also the time for free hit for the Kingsman and for Usman Khan. Good evening, Mr. Commentator, says Davis. Good evening to you, Davis. Towards deep extra cover. 2-2 for Usman Khan. Perfect result from a free hit delivery. He's on fire. No Jason Holder in their lineup. Wow, that's bold, says Schultz. Jason Holder is not playing for the Kings. Coming down the track. Miscued shot. Midon will cut that off. They've taken a quick single. Gilmer Boy says Kingsman top order has been struggling since the start of the tonight tournament. They are depending on the Kilmer Paul, Powell and Andre Russell. 2 matches earlier against TKR, they got a good start in that opening pair, especially from McKenny after that 2 failed out match for them. Oh, you know that. Yes, so once again, struggling start, and once again, it will be a boundary. Khari has shot the boundary with a boundary here. It's a big over for the Kingsman, just over the needed to come back after losing 2 early wickets. 19 runs were coming from the third. They're back on track. Yep, 32 for 2 after that. What happened to Reza Hendricks? I'm not quite sure if he was injured or not. They have dropped Reza Hendricks tonight. Has given the chance to say Mayo. Almost every Kingsman start in the same way, but I'm going with them for the win tonight. So it's Lensil. And one step ahead and has gone past the mid-off. Usman Khan is looking really dangerous with the bat. He got already 24 runs and just 9 balls for him. Look at that start, 24 from 9 balls with 2 sixes, 2 boundaries and going with more than 250 strike it. Steve says welcome, should be an exciting game. Welcome Steve. Mr. Commentator, are you here? I have you loud and clear on my boombox and enjoy the greatest T20 cricket any part of the world. So Timmy. Okay, Timmy. We're here and Usman Khan is here with the boundary once again. Someone from the Kings needs to step up and needs to stop this Kingsman batter, Usman Khan. He got a couple of sixes, back-to-back sixes in the last over, now back-to-back boundaries. Starting this over, exciting player to watch out. Just look at that last 6 balls he faced, 2 sixes, 2 boundaries. Come on, are you kidding me? He got 21 runs in the last 6 balls. Pulled away. This time has found the fielder. Everything is happening. Now the Kings fans are celebrating. Matthew Forde has struck for the second time. Kingsman came against TK was fluke as one of the not good, says Ricardo. Don't forget they also have won their last match. So 2 back-to-back win after 3 losses. But that was a good cameo knock, I'll say, from Usman Khan. 28 from 11 balls with 3 boundaries and 2 sixes. They got a good start after losing 2 wickets, but once again they have lost a wicket here. 40 for 3. Not been doing well this match. Hasn't started to their liking. Check him. No chance of winning the game, says Nazim. Time for the captain, Robin Powell, to join in at number 5 here. When the power play has joined Casey Carty in the middle. And he's among the wickets already. 2 wickets for this man, Matthew Forde. Just look at that. Just 9 balls and 2 wickets for him. 2 for 15. Let's go Jamaica, says Steve. Howell says Khan is on roll. Khan is on fire, says Augustine. Hampton says Khan's on fire. Keep the fire truck away. Goes Mansa Sadly. The Kingsman lets a walk-over team, says Timmy. Foster says, why are they playing one game at a time, says Curtis Foster. And the says to the Atlantic, better keep the plane away, says Hampton. Vincott says, we need a shuffle out the top order batsman. Good Chica says, Marlon Francisco, that's the way to do it, says Sadly. That's Mr. Khan, says Lawrence. Outside edge. Taken by the short third. What's going on here? This is a huge loss. Matthew Forde with a golden arm. Got some thick outside edge and wonderfully taken by the short third. Fresh ball dug for Robin Powell. Kingsmen now have lost 4 wickets within the power play, 4 for 40, and all of a sudden, Matthew Forde, he's on a hat-trick. 40 for 4. Jamaica finishes Paul, and Columbus says it's very tough. I remember Marlon Samuels' pressure built up on the other batsmen, why they can't hold their heads. says Dorothy. Now it's time for Hassan Khan to join in at number 6, and he will be the man who will face the hat-trick ball from Matthew Forde, 27 years of age, from US. What a start here in this over. Matthew Forde 2-2. We have talked about the batters on fire, but what about him? He's on fire as well. It looked like Forde shows in the town, says Hampton. What's going on, says Lensil. The Night Owl Kingsman versus the Kings. Makes for a good one, says Yellows. Captain, what do you have done, says Shadley. That is a good catch. Good catch by, I think that was Maheesh Theekshana at the short third. Going for a cut shot. Appeal. But no appeal from Matthew Forde. It's a dot ball. No hat trick, but what a comeback by Matthew Forde. It was his 28th wicket in CPL. He has just 28 matches for him as well. Best of 4 for 23. And this is his 5th three-first in CPL as well. What a start. Forde is a champion, says Patrick. Flying start by Forde, 3 for 15. Kingsman in trouble, says Lanesil. Kingsman low score tonight, says Williams. Columbus says, oh my goodness, my boy Powell, God bless everything. Excellent from Matthew Forde. Consider 2 boundaries, then has taken 2 back-to-back wickets. 40 for 4 after 4 overs. Guys need to build a partnership. Some of our players can't read the game at all. This Timmy. They have lost 3. 2 in the last 2 overs. Then 2 in these overs. McKenzie, Sam Ayub, Usman Khan and Robin Powell. All of those 4 batters are back for just 40 runs. And still they got 2 overs remaining in the power play. Kesikati needs to step up. Now it's time for some spin. Maheesh Theekshana to bowl his first over, right arm off spinner. Man from Sri Lanka who took the catch in that 4th ball here. Victor Etter's leg side. Kati will get just a single. They need to build up a partnership. Kingsman in the big trouble, says Lensil. No doubt about that. Our player not batting good, says Vincott. We need quick tune to bat for Kingsman, says Hampton. This is not good for Kingsman, says Williams. Somebody got to good. Not looking good for Kingsman, says Lensil. That's a good shot. Hassan Khan. Only the 3rd ball for him and he gets a maximum here. Let me tell you something. There was a long on, but he has connected well to go over the long on fielder and goes for a maximum. Number 36 of the night for the Kingsman. First one for Hassan Khan. Pushes towards offside this time. 119th strike rate for Hassan, playing his 15th match, and previous best was 36. Can he do the damage for the Kingsman? 80 meter 6, the last one. Without you, cause and no cricket. Well plays. We appreciate you, says Columbus. That's a nice compliment for me, Columbus. Thanks for that. For Theekshana, he has taken 23 wickets in CPL from 18 matches, best of 3 for 15. 3 first for him. Now the run rate is still over 7. Apish, who wants it? Will fall safely. That's a good lag for Hassan Khan, and they have taken 2. Wanted to pull that last ball, got some top edge and has fallen safely in that mid-wicket position. Kingsman like Humpy Dumpy. I wonder which batsman can put them together again. So Steamy, they need to find a way to get going, to build up a partnership. 1 big innings, still they got a good chance to get over 160, 170 maybe. Once again, they're looking for a couple, and once again they have taken 250 out for the Kingsmen. Run rate is impressive. Don't forget, they're still going on more than 10 runs per over, but problem is they have lost 4 top order batters, and one of them was the captain as well, one of the leading run scorer. 51 for 4 after 5th. Robert Wilford says Matthew Forde is a good bowler. Kudos to him. Kingsmen need to dig insensible and build a good partnership. Okay, have faith. We can do it. Dorothy says Hampton. Steve says Trey Rouse will have to put on a show tonight. So Steve, he needs to come up with the goods. Robin Powell goes down already. He was one of the leading run scorer. Let's talk about that highest run scorer list. Robin Powell, run machine, goes down already. First ball dark tonight. They also missed out Reza Hendricks. 3 top run scorer, all of them from Kingsman. Hendricks is not playing tonight. Powell goes down. First ball dark, and the last top is Andrew Russell, maybe the third best runs getter list. Andries Gous missing out here tonight as well for Kings. Goes towards leg side. Third over for Matthew Forde. Not good for Shaker here, but let us continue. Subscribe and live. Live, says Lawrence. Thanks for reminding that. We need a good partnership from those two, says Vincott. Patrick says they need some sixes and some X's and fours, says Patrick. This is where the rest of the player will have to put their shocks up, says Barnard. Yes, now this partnership is looking good. 10 from Hassan, 8 from Kesikati. Hassan got a 6 in the last over. Then a couple of doubles. And they got 12 from 10 balls in this partnership. Quick tune is coming to bat. Kingsman, says Hampton. They will get 180 at least for them to win, says Lensil. This is where the rest of the... Okay, Trey Rouse will have to put a show tonight, says Steve. Okay. Definitely lead a partnership, says Hampton. Short ball, going for a pull, not from the middle of the bat, but will get some runs. Will be stopped at the deep mid wicket. Couple of runs once again for Hassan Khan. This is the number 4th time they have taken a couple of runs tonight, the Kingsman. Exciting cricket there for Kings fans, says George. Yes, they're playing it in front of the home crowd, the Kings at Saint Lucia. You still can come back, says Waka. Yes, that's the confidence that Kingsman has and their fans has. Huge appeal. Highly celebration from Matthew Forde. Umpire says a not out to that. Will they take the review? Matthew Forde was excited and they have decided to go for the review. The Kings. On-field decision was not out. It's an appeal for LBW. Good night to you, sir. How are you tonight, says Barbara Powell. I'm doing fine, Barbara. Good night to you. Can Kingsman bat all the overs, says Auguste. Let's see. Yes, they're struggling. They got down 4 wickets. Now, if Kesikati goes down here, things will be tough for the Kingsman to bat through the 20 overs. Who knows? Let's see. On the naked eye, it looks a good shout from the Kings, especially from Matthew Forde. He already started celebration after bowling that last ball, but umpire says not out to that, hitting just about the knee roll, and no bat was involved. Flat line while the ball was passing the bat. Here comes the ball tracker, pitching outside off, impact in line, wicket is also hitting. Perfect review. One more wicket is down. Umpire has to reverse the decision. Matthew Forde is fired up. One more Kingsman batter has gone down. Just 12 from 10 balls with 1-6 for Hassan Khan. Half of the Kingsman side are back to the heart. It's 54 for 5. Seriously. What about this man, Forde? Just 16 balls he has bowled, considered 18 runs and 4 wickets. Unbelievable. The man who played a wonderful knock with the bat in the last match for the Kingsman will join next. That is the all-rounder, Paul, in at number 7. Still they got Andries to come. Yes, they still got one proper batter to come after this, but they need a strong comeback here. Look at that. 5 wickets are down, and yet we have 2 more balls to complete the power play. Unbelievable. Kings need to settle 2 players in and make their runs, says Sumit. Can Kingsman bat all the overs, says Auguste. Only 6 overs, still plenty time to make a good score, says Lensil. They should do, says Sumit. They need this is horrible team, says Sumit. Lensil says if these 2 can stay there for another 5 overs, they will get a good score, says Lensil. I'm staying with Kingsman if the ship goes down. I'm down, says Hampton. Out, says Paul. Jamaica Kingsman more like a choke, says Sumit. Forde is a ball, says Patrick. Those team in CPL, says Sumit. For the Kings to win this game, Chase has to bat deep. He needs a big score, says Curtis Foster. Goes to his leg side off the mark, Paul. Wonderful third over from Forde, and that also concludes the power play. Just 4 runs and 1 wicket to lose for the Kingsmen. They're struggling big time because half of their side already are back. 55 for 5 after the power play, the Kingsmen. Yes, this is DIB on microphone as the host of Craig Tune. Welcome back here on Craig Tune. This is the match number 13. Not a good start at all. Not by any means for the Kingsmen, but good start by our viewers around the world. Hello and welcome, everyone. 54 for 5. Crazy scores as Sumit. Hampton says Paul show in town. Okay. Hope for the best for the Paul. Paul says all the Kings horses and the Kingsman can't put Jamaica together again, says Paul. I don't know who Forde prayed to before this match, but his prayer where it said and strength renewed, says Schultz. Time for bowling change. Josh Bishop to bowl his first. Replaced Theekshana, left arm orthodox. For the Kings to win this game. Okay, we have taken that. Pushes towards upside, misunderstanding. No damage done. Paul. Going over 130 strike rate in CPL, 350s for him, 65 the previous best, and 827 runs in CPL with more than 19 average. Wonderful reversing. There's a much needed boundary for the Kingsman. First run for Paul. It's not done yet for the Kingsman. They have to believe on that. And that's the third boundary for the Kingsman. Just about 3.3 seconds to reach the last boundary. That's the boundary timer from Craig Tune. Now the front for the defense. Jamaica Kingsman more like... Okay, I've taken that. T20 cricket has led to a deterioration of batsmanship, says King. It's all about good score, powerful shots for the batters. They always try to make quick runs. Plays and miscued. And as a result, they keep on losing wickets sometimes. Kingsman in trouble, says Williams. Lawrence says, I'm not leaving my Jamaica team. I'm with them all the way, says Lawrence. That's a good support. They need some sort of support here. Lawrence. Foster says, terrible batting. Goes to his leg side, trying for the second run. And they're coming back. This is quick running in between the wicket. 6 runs from the first over. Bishop is 61 for 5 after 7. The Kingsman. Tim says Kingsman would not take the time and bat. It's not all about sweeping a bat, says Tim. Forde could get 5 wickets, says Patrick. There's a good chance for him. Just 1 wicket to take a 5. This will be his first 5 in CPL. Terrible batting, says Williams. Allow Forde to bowl all his overs in this spell, says Auguste. But Roston has got a different idea because he will bowl the next over. Will replace Matthew Forde, the captain. Right hand more spinner, fit bowling option. Kingsman need a 5 overs partnership, says Augustine. You can't count out Dre Rouse. He might be the man to put the Kingsman together. We are in good cricket tonight, says Timmy. Yep. Like to have some good score on the card to defend Kingsman. Victor at his leg side to take a single. Khari. There's a bowling carrier for the captain, Roston Chase. 77 matches in CPL, 63 wickets, 5 3-fers, best of 3 for 12. And look at that economy. Anything under 7 in T20 is always good to have. As a bowler, Khari needs to step up his game. He is there from the start, says Venkat. I think he will try to play that anchor role. Not someone who is renowned for his powerful batting, likes to take singles or out boundaries. So he should be the man who will play that anchor role for the Kingsman. Bad name Talawaz, says Columbus. Bad decision by Chase, says Paul. Kings all the way, says Viola. I just wonder how can the Kingsman just were dropping Reza Hendricks is the second highest run getter. Then really dug their own graves, as Colin. A bit surprising decision for me as well. I'm not quite sure yet if he has injured or not. But they picked up Saint Mayoub. The only change that the Kingsman got in this match number 13. Saint Mayoub comes in, replacing Reza Hendricks. Rest of them are the same. Victor Edwards leg side to take a single. They're now focusing on building up partnership. The Kingsman 4 singles in the first 4 balls of Roston Chase. Talwas was suitable names as Columbus. Okay, new name for the Jamaica. Didn't play the last CPL season as well. Goes for his long on. Once again, it will be a single. That is the number 14th singles for the Kingsman. The loss of quick wickets in T20s is not an issue. Also losing Khari, who is a win for Kingsman. He would have slowed the scoring rate. Time for Khari to stick to the other format, says Milton. As I've said, Khari may be trying to stick around in the middle to just give the support to his partner, just going through the process. Play 20 overs at least. Maybe that is his role now. Shake him says Nazim. Yes, there's a good chance to win for the Kings in front of the home crowd. They owned the toss, decided to field, and what a start that was. They got 5 wickets within the power play. Bring back forward, keep the pressure on, says Paul. Kings St. Lucia's sulfuric spring, says Columbus. Okay, team needs to keep going for boundaries, not singles, says Sumit. Bishop to continue with Fuller. Has gone past the mid-off. Long off is there. So just will be a single. Josh Bishop into his second over, playing his 21st match. 7.4 economy, 17 wickets in CPL with 1-3 Can he take his first wicket tonight? Onto his off stump, goes towards leg side. Khari, it's a bit risky shot for him, but he has played that into the gap and has come back with a couple. That's good running. They need a partnership here, the Kingsmen. Right now they got 16 runs together from 16 balls. They're a bit slow, you can tell me, but they badly need to build up a partnership here, the Kingsmen. At least to give Robin, in fact, Andries Russell some sort of chance to finish it out well with the bat. Cut away to take a single. Kings will need this game, says Viola. Let me know that whatever happened tonight, Trident will beat all the game that the players are staying, okay? Okay, I'm sorry for the Kingsman, says Patrick. 2 balls to go in this over. One more time, going for a cut shot. This time he has nicked it. Josh Bishop strikes. More trouble for the Kingsmen, because they have lost Paul now. One more batter bites the dust for the Kingsmen. 11 for Paul with a boundary. Now has to go back. 1 boundary, 1 double, 5 singles. Good catch taken by Team Seifert. Kingsmen struggling big time here. 71 for 6. Wickets to Sumit. Now it's time for Andries Russell to come out in at number 8, 38 years of age. If anyone can take Kingsman to a good position from here, he's the man. And this is the last hope for the Kingsman, last recognized batting pair, as they have lost 6 wickets already. Otis made vital loss and Hunain Shah to come after this. So all the bowlers to come after this. I hope Minister of Sports gave you a free holiday at Saint Resort. We appreciate you, says Columbus. Thanks for that, Columbus. This is a must win for Kingsmen, but Barbados and Ghana, 2 tough teams, as Hampton continues to up his game. He got too much potential to be performing like this. As Patrick is still out there, still trying to save 1 wicket for the Kingsmen from the other side. Kept on losing partners from this side. Now he got a new partner, Andries Russell. Textbook defensive shot. One more time. 2 close calls. Good finish for Josh Bishop. Considered just 4 runs. And has taken the wicket of Paul in that last over. 71 for 6 after 9th. Look at the bowling card. Matthew Forde, 4 for 19. Schalkwyk started with a wicket. And now Bishop gets a wicket. 6 wickets are down within 71 runs. Very good bowling, says Lenzen, undoubtedly. That tonight, Russell's ball. Trouble, big trouble for JK. Our hope is on Rust now, says Lawrence. What's happening with the JK's violent. JK is going through motions. They don't have a chance this year, says Nazim. Good night, and now following you, Russell will smash it, says Ricardo. Okay, now it's time for Roston chase to continue. They are falling fast, says Patrick. And the one bites a dust cut, but cut is still there, says Hampton. And this is the last hope for the Kingsmen, last recognized batting pair. Still they got more than 10 overs to play with. If they lose a wicket within the next 2 or 3 overs, it will be tough for them to bat 20 overs. I can tell you that. They can't expect the man to pull them out all the time. Jay Rouse is doing your things, so Steamy. What can you tell because it's one more time. They are struggling big time with the bat. This time Robin Powell also has departed. So all eyes will be on Andrew Russell to get a powerful finish. Off the mark now. Unplugging the holes, but Shape taking water with 4 wickets as Hampton. Is it good bowling or poor batting, says Auguste. Bit of balls, I will say, Augustine. We have seen some good bowling and some poor batting as well. Some miscut shot and poor selection of shots. Unnecessary shot, I will say. Raz need a big score from Yusuf Shadley. Our players in Caribbean is mentally fit, says Patrick. Goes towards White long on to take a single. Your commentary is tremendous. How are you getting paid? We'll always support you. God bless you. I'm not getting played here. Just having a good time with you guys. Columbus says, okay. Kingsman coming down. That a song by Sparrow, says Yolos. Okay. If Joachim can make 150, good chance of winning, says Lenzel. Russell will save the night for Kingsman. He is simply good in the type of cricket. Go Andries says ideology. Every Kingsman supporter are hoping for the best for this man, Andrew Russell. Like to talk about his batting performance in CPL. Look at the strike rate, 170 almost a strike rate, and he's an experienced campaigner. Now playing his 122nd match in CPL. More than 2,000 runs, 750s. And 200s as well. Maybe this is a good time for him to get 100 number third for his team. Who knows? 27 plus average as well. That's very much healthy. But his team do need a big knock from him. As you speak, it's also 10 over Stalin. That's the time for that strategic timeout. From all, I appreciate Kings for looking superior to the Kingsman, says Julian. Check him, no chance, says Nazim. 4 wickets left, says Hampton. Yep, good wicket for bowling, says Steve. All these guys has to do his work. The good ball and wait for the bad ball, says Timmy. Settle in and bat out all over, says Jacob Marlon, says. And Jim is playing a schoolboy cricket, says Johann. Okay, Johann, I pray this pair can take us up to the 18 overs, says Lawrence. Okay. There's only one Kingsman player that's smiling right now, and that's Reza Hendricks, says Colin. That's the points table. Kingsman, after losing 3 back-to-back matches to start the CPL 2026, they got 2 wins, and now they're the number 4 side. And for the Saint Lucia Kings, they also struggled big time in the last few matches. Now they're trying to win their 3rd match. So whoever wins tonight, mark my word, whoever wins tonight will be the new number 1 team in the CPL points table. So it keeps on changing the points table. Warriors are number 1 side at this moment. Tridents number 2nd. Falcons number 3rd. And the Riders number 6, the defending champion. Just 2 matches though. And the Patriots in at number 7th position. That's the points table of the CPL 2026. Russell could bat, says Williams. Columbus says Russell is my boy. Jamaica Kings, Chris Gale Kings, says Columbus. Get over 100 mark, then say, says Lenzel. Okay, it's not done yet, says Williams. Sadilo says Vital loves batting is vital for Kingsman. I have to lend some support for Russell. Russell is a key man. Don't forget, he is one of the top run getters of this CPL 2026, the 3rd best run scorer. 119 runs from 6 matches he's playing tonight. But they missed out Reza Hendricks. Yet to find out what's the reason behind dropping Reza Hendricks tonight. Not quite sure. And that highest wicket taker list, I hope we have Matthew Forde. Okay. He's sitting right at the top in that highest wicket taker list. 11 wickets for this man. And now the top wicket takers in the CPL 2026 after this match. Hopefully he will keep his position. 9 wickets for Andrew Russell as well. Okay, good battle between Russell and Matherford. Russell yet to bowl tonight. Khari will be the man on strike to face the first ball after that strategic timeout. Theekshana to replace Bishop here. First ball goes to her leg side. Not the ranking, come on. It's a bowling change. Yes, Andrew Russell, one of the leading run scorer. Man who likes to hit that powerful shots. Can he get his team back here with the bat onto the middle stump? Defensive shot. There is a sleep in place for Andrew Russell. So that's some attacking field set from Roston chase as well. That's the confirmation for Andrew Russell. 119 runs. More than 150 strike rate in the CPL 2026. Look at the average, almost 30. Very much healthy. Russell goes for a big shot. Miscue timing. Goes towards the deep mid wicket to take it, just a single. We always win. Darron Samus says Columbus. We all Cali people just. Julian Alfred says Columbus. When says Kingsman is the smoothie of the CPL, want them to win. Venkat says hope Russell can bat to the 18 overs. Steve says Kings will be all out for 50. Okay, Steve, that's a good confidence for the Kingsman supporters. Look, like to see that in the round chase. Okay, how's comes this 3 team plays only 2 matches as Phil Farms. It's keeping on that home and away situation. Home teams will play their 5 or in fact 4 or 5 games in a row maybe. That's why one team is getting more chances to play back-to-back matches. Back-to-back matches now. Saint Lucia Kings, don't forget. Or in fact for Babu the Falcons, I think they will play the next 3 matches in a row. Andrew Russell goes for a maximum. That's the power he can generate. Still not has found the middle of the bat, but that is a powerful shot to get over the line through that deep mid wicket position. Super. That's the 4th sixes for the Kingsman tonight. It's a 75-meter sixer. We need some more results, says James Brown. Come on, JKM, says Barbara Powell. JK need straighten the back end of their batting. We have too many collabs in front end. They need one more good all-rounder in the back end, says Lawrence. That's a wonderful shot. Khari has played that reverse sweep, and more importantly, he has found the gap perfectly. 6 to finish the last over, 4 to start this over, 10 from the last 2. Means the Kingsmen got 10 runs to get back on track. The wicket column is the problem for them. But now the run rate is just under 8. 87 for 6 now. Take it all the way tomorrow, says Williams. Then he says, come on, Mr. Russell, we need you to come good tonight. Last hope, says Lenzel. Victor way to her leg side. Khari moves on to 23. Don't forget Khari now, the best scorer for the Kingsman. You're just underestimating him. 23 for Khari. Still the best performer with the bat for the Kingsman. Yes, they got Andrew Russell. Khari playing a test cricket or what, says Hampton. Come on, Hampton. Top scorer. The Kingsman will score 140, says Patrick. Russell goes for a big one. This time has connected much better way. Same result for this man. And guess what? He's now on fire. 2 sixes in the last 2. No case to stick with it, so sadly. Phil Farm says, why so much Pakistani players in our squad? Yes, I still not having the point dropping Riza Henrys tonight. Ghosters leg side. No chance. Russell wants a strike. That's the 78-meter 6. That second last ball for Andre Russell. Those Pakistani players must live shaky. Top edge. Will fall safely. That's the luck that Kingsman needed at this point. Andre Russell, no damage. No chance for the short third. Kamil Pooran was there. Come say hello to us, Mr. Bangladesh. Welcome, Caribbean Crush, says Columbus. Thanks for that, Columbus. Russell is not good as he was, says Nazim. Come on, he's still one of the leading run scorer of this CPL 2026. And this is a wonderful over for the Kingsmen. They got 13 runs from a third over of Roston chase. Now the run rate is exactly 8. 96 for 6 after 12. Come on, Kingsman, says Hampton. Philcott says, I hope Russ don't get carried away. Please don't give away your wickets, says Phil Farms. Lawrence says, we have the last throw at the dice. Goodridge, Russ and Khari. Yes, this is the last trick against batting pair. Paul says, Chase, don't sell the game, please. Says Paul, don't get out Dre Russ. So sadly, Khari should be in ODIs and test mode in or to support Russell, save his wicket, not get bowled out. Yes, that is exactly what he's doing. But this time he is going for a wonderful cover drive. Josh Bishop comes in straight away. He's been punished with a boundary. And 100 up with that boundary for the Kingsman. 7th boundary for the visitors tonight. That's a bit loose ball from Bishop. Still foolish line outside the off stump. This could cut short this time. That was the boundary timer in that first ball. Near about 4.5 seconds was taken to reach the boundary. Dre Russ will give the team the injection it needed. So Stevie pushes towards offside, goes for a single. He now moves on to 29. Khari. At this point, he's doing a fabulous job. 29 from 25 balls with 3 boundaries, 15 singles and 1 double, going with 116 strike rate. And more importantly, he's saving his wicket tonight for the Kingsman to support Dre Russ. Battle Khari, 48 balls to go, says Yellows. Once Russell is here, they could still make a big score. Russell, you beauty! This is why he needs some sort of support from the other side to get going. Andre Russell, this is his 3rd 6. Just look at that. Last 3 balls, he got 3 sixes. Last 6 balls, in fact, and a single. This time, 84-meter sixer. At least 170, says Steve. There's should be bring back forward, says Patrick. Cut away. Waited for the ball to play that late card. Just couldn't get past that short third and the point fielder. Gamer Boy says Khari now starting to get this game because always start his hitting slow. Cover drive. Wonderfully found the gap. There's absolutely no chance for the fielder at the deep to cut that off. One more big over for the Kingsmen. They're back on track. 15 from the 3rd over of Bishop. 1-1-1 for 6 after 13th. Timmy says, what is the projected score? Good question. We'll talk about that projected score. After 13 overs, they got 111 with 8.5. Projected score is telling us they can go to 171 if they can carry through that 20 overs with the current rate. The chances there as well. to get to 180. 10 runs per over. After 10 runs per over will give them 180. 12 runs per over, 195. Now Russell Chase will be replaced by Maheesh Theekshana. Will bowl his third over. Considered 20 runs in his first 2 overs. So it's been a struggling moment for Theekshana. No wicket yet. Too many runs we need these games as Viola goes towards a long on to take a single. That's the good thing from Khari, doing the perfect job, taking a single, giving the strike back to Andries Russell. He's now on 25 from just 13 with almost 200 strike at Kingsman. Don't let Sammy boys pay deals, says Hampton. Gamer boy says Khari now started to get in the game. He's always start his innings slow. But captaincy, why didn't Forde bowl his last over, says Paul. He has 3 overs in a row, then was replaced. Matthew Forde. Phil Farm says hope is batting with sense. Look, 165, 175 says Cielos. Nelson is scary, says when. Yes, Nelson say 1 there. 185 good, says Gale. Big partnership, Khari and Russell, says Shadley. Russell goes for a flat batted sixer but finds the fielder. This is the last thing that Kingsmen wanted. Saint Lucia Kings got the wicket of Andries Russell here. Maheesh Theekshana strikes. Huge blow for the Kingsmen as they have lost the powerful hitter Andries Russell, going back for 25 from 15 with 3 sixes and a boundary. That's a huge wicket to take for the Kings. They are back on top once again. Wicket number 7 is down for the Kingsmen. 112 for 7. You can need big trouble for Kingsman, says Hampton. Undoubtedly, oh no, says Adi Lawsey. Next man is Oden Smith to join in at number 9, the right-handed batter. So that's a huge miss for the Kingsman. They still got Khari, the top scorer, to bat through the innings. Come on, King, says John. Smith can bat, says Marlon Francisco. Not sensible batting from Dre Rouse, says Julian. Chike, done and dusted, says Lawrence. Adi Lawsey, oh no. Pushes towards upside. And sensibly played to take a single off the mark. Oden Smith. In that stage, no need to rush. Big blow for Rouse, says Kale. But Khari is still there. Mr. Dipple says Hampton. And, oh no, Russell gone. More terrible trouble for Kingsman, says Williams. Wicket time bowler, says Viola. Yes, says Ahmad. Chase, I fire you as captain of any team, says Paul. Goes for a big shot, long off. One bounce to him. Lucky for Khari, lucky for Kingsman. No more damage here. Need to bat out 20 overs, sadly. Good comeback over from Maheesh Theekshana. Considered 20 runs in his first 2. Now 3 singles and a wicket. That was his 7th wicket in CPL 2026. Theekshana. Still, the economy is under 7 in this edition of CPL. That's good. Now there's one slip is in place. Going down the leg side. That's a wide. So that's one more run for the Kingsmen now. Number 5th runs from the extras. Odin can hit big, them big also, says Kutrikard, okay. Goes to his upside. Wonderfully stopped by the short third. Will take a single. But it's a wonderful over from Maheesh Theekshana. Just 5 runs and a wicket for him, and that was a huge wicket to take. And Russell goes down in that last over. 116 for 7. Yeah, so that's a huge loss for the Kingsmen. That's the best striker in the CPL 2026. Dashun Shanaka with 225 strike rate is sitting at the top in that best strike rate list. Kyron Pooran just one match, 200 strike rate. Quinton de Kock, couple of matches, 200 strike rate as well. Kamil Pooran yet to bat, 193 strike rate. And Kirk McKenzie missed out tonight, 191 strike rate. That's the best strikers of CPL 2026 at this moment. Leroy says they can still win. Come on, guys. Dorothy says, and now we know, say we lose some batters, says Waka. Bishop to continue, goes to his leg side. Smith will take a single. This will make him semi-good. I hope Smith can play the game of life tonight, says Lawrence. Okay, Caliber says, I'm Saint Lucia. I really like Jamaica. I know Curti in St. Martin. Leonard says, if the Kingsmen bat all 20 overs, it will be a complete competitive score. Still, they got 5 overs left after this, going with 8.2 run rate. So if they can manage out to bat through that 20 overs with the current rate, the projected score is telling us they can go to 162 runs, which is still a competitive total, maybe. We need to find out that. Let's feel that was a chance, I think, for the cover fielder. Like to see that one more time in that slow motion replay. They have taken 2 more rounds for Casey Carty. Tuesday evening, everyone, says Norman Joseph. Welcome, Norman Joseph. Evening to you. Have faith in Kingsman. It ain't over till it's over, says Hampton. Onto his middle stump. Back for the defense. I know Dre Rouse was going to give away his wickets as Venkut. They will score 140 in this game, says Patrick. Come on, Silke. Next match, says Ahmad. Good comment to keep it up, says Kutrikard. Plays a miscute. They should try to bat out the offers and post at least 175 to have a decent score to defend. That's also the finish for this man with the ball. 1 for 28 for Josh Bishop. This is how he has considered his runs. Considered 4 singles, 3 doubles, 3 boundaries, and 1 6. Darron Dastard with the ball. So 118 for 7, the Kingsman. Right, it's a good time to remind our viewers. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new here on Cricketune. We know everyone in the chat box already out there in that Cricketune family. We're inviting every new faces here on Cricketune to subscribe this channel if they want to join in the near future. Russell Chase comes, and here comes Odin Smith. He goes for a big one. That's a big shot from Odin Smith. Number 7-6 of the night for the Kingsman. That's a good hit. Powerful shot from Odin Smith. Biggest 6 of the night. Come on. It's a 95-meter 6 from Odin Smith. Now going down the leg side. It will be a single, and it's also wide. So 2 extra runs for the Kingsman. Not good from Roston Chase. There's the number 7 runs from the extras. Bangladesh 5 for 1. Just seen scores as Hampton. Okay. Bit tough start for the visitors. Lawrence says, I'm really wondering what these guys play cricket with, if it is their head or their brain. I don't know which one. I saw it says Lawrence goes to his leg side. Khari will take a single. Kingsman come away from 54 for 5. Southampton is now there 28 for 7. Comeback time for the Kingsman. Still need to finish it off on a high. Appeal for leg before. Umpire says not out. Goes to a shot fine to take a single. It says that second ball was a leg by. Just give me a moment to cover that up. It's not, it's earlier sixer. There was a leg by, not a wide, so I need to cover that. Then one single and one leg by as well. Now they have taken 2. Goes towards long on to take a single. 12 runs from the last over of Roston Chase, conceded 32 runs. No wicket for the captain of Kings. 131 for 7. Nelson is. Let's go. King says, fellas. Smith is strong like a bull, says Marlon. If these two bat sensible and bat the rest of the overs, we can pose a good score, says Phil Farms. Walker says someone got to take it on. Zion says good night. Jamaica is going to make 160. Welcome, Zion. Now how much more we can get from the last 5, says Lawrence. Just 4 overs remaining. They got 131, still going with the 8 runs per over. So very good chance to get around 170. The first thing first, they need to bat 20 overs. Caribbean cricket is best. It's not easy to score 100 runs as Columbus. This is one Bangladesh Jamaica. One for Bangladesh Jamaica, says Marlon. Okay, Kingsman can't score 3 runs in that T20 match. Now time for bowling shades. Schalkwyk to come back. Man who took that first wicket for the Kings. Goes to a shot fine to take a single. Smith on 9. This is what he has done in his CPL career with the bat. Scored more than 130 strike rate, 421 runs so far, playing his 58th match. Average is just under 20, 44 the previous best. Can he score that 44 runs here tonight with the bat in quick time for the Kingsman? That's the question. How many hundreds we have in the tournament so far? No 100 yet, Columbus. Was there any 100 yesterday? I'm not quite sure. I haven't seen that match, but I don't think so. That's the 100 list. No 100 yet. No 100 yet. Kamil SLK, we need wickets, says Ahmad. Kingsman needs runs now, says Hampton. John says, let's go Kings, get them wickets. Lawrence says, a good commentary there, be really informative and interesting, says Lawrence. Thanks for that. Cover drive, goes towards the whitish long off, will take a single. Smith now moves on to 10. But what about this man? 38 from 36 balls. Just over 100 strike rate with 3 boundaries. But keeps that hope alive for the Kingsman here with the bat. 20 singles, 3 doubles, 3-4 for this man. And still not done yet on strike. Shadley coming from around the wicket, cut away. There's protection, just will be a single. Ship staying afloat with 3 wickets left, says Hampton. I need a wicket. King says, Fairness, charging my phone, so I am switching my laptop, says Timmy. Okay, good. Need some big offers to push it. 170, says Walker. Get them King, says and John. Nobody have not scored a century this tournament so far. Yep, that's a powerful shot. Gordon Smith, second six for him tonight. It's a much needed six for the Kingsmen as they have reached 140. He moves on to 16 from 9. Bit fuller from Schalkwyk. And a powerful strike from Gordon Smith straight to the side screen. It's once again a big shot. He got 95 meter 6. Now 93 meter 6. Two big sixes. Should be a wide, I think. Indeed. Run rate now 8.4, so he's climbing a little bit. Let's go Smith out, says John. 4 and 6 places Hampton. Singers on duo, 8 batsmen, says Leonardo. Okay, Kingsman come a long way from 54 for 5, says Hampton. Yep, wicket time ballers plays, says Viola. On his back foot, pushes to his offside. This is sensible cricket. He will keep the strike. It's a big over for Kingsmen. They got 11 from the 17, 142 for 7. They got 19 runs from the third. Still the best over for the Kingsmen. 15 from the 13th. Then 13 from the 12th. Now they got 11 runs from the 17th over. Good night, people going bed, says Viola. Okay, it's time to bowl out. Smith says finance column says there's so interesting. CPL is tough, is not the IPL hard, not easy. This columnist. Yes, there's always some chance for the bowlers. We know T20s is an exciting game of cricket because the batters got some powerful shots out there. But you need to give the bowlers something to bowl with. So it's a good balanced battle between the bat and the ball. It's not over until it's over, says Steve. Now time for Theekshana to bowl his final over. Goes towards leg side to take a single. 39 now for Khari. Look at that partnership. Look at that 8th wicket stand. They got 31 runs together from just 22. What a time to score that 31 runs in this 8th wicket stand for Kingsman. Odin is a power hitter. That's why he's batting so late. Boost low out as his idol Aussie. Okay, he's doing a perfect job now for the Kingsman. Goes towards White long on to take a single into the 40s now. Khari. Come on, Jamaica Smith can bat and he is strong like a lion, says Clement. Got to captain now, guys, and go for 8, says Lawrence. Kingsman could get 200, says Forster. Going for a cover drive, finds the White long off, will cut that off. At the long off position, just a single. 3 balls, 3 singles. Crichton, I'm sorry, but I fear Stark come to play, says Colin. Norris. We all know Australia is the top side. Currently the number 1 ranked team in Test cricket. They will come with the best for sure. We all know that. They will come hard to come back in the Test match to save the series. Going for a second run. Appeal for a run out. Maybe the umpire will have a look. Was that ball cleanly taken or not? But the umpire will have a look. We need some wickets, says Fairness. Ahmed says break the party. He plays we need Forde. Yes, he is well in. He's well in there. Gordon Smith should be not out. Simple decision to make for the 3rd umpire. Well played innings, Mr. Khari, dependable. Khari, Mr. Dependable, says Hampton. Goes towards offside. Khari will try to take a couple. No, just a single this time. If Odin remains for the rest of the game, the score will be closer to 190 plus, says Cartwright. Okay. Kamil Smith and Khari, we need boundaries, too much singles, says Leonard. 4 and 6 plays, no refouls, says Hampton. Goes for a cut shot, missed out. That's the finish for Theekshana tonight with the ball. 1 for 31 for this man. And guess what? That wicket was the wicket of Andre Russell. And sparred with the ball. It's 148 for 7, the Kingsman, after 18th. In more Maximus is Steve. Let's get Khari, guys, says John. Columbus says it's so interesting. It's amazing you making happen, says Columbus. Whatever the Kingsman make, it will win tonight, says Barnett. Okay, put Forde back in, says Nadine. Schalkwyk to bowl his final over. That means I think Forde will bowl the final over of this innings. "12 balls to finish his first innings, 8.2 the run rate. So they need 12 runs to get to 160 from 12 balls. 22 runs, 170. Let's see. Khari on strike. Khari goes for a big shot. He's not a big power hitter, we all know that, but he's a good timer of the cricket ball. That's a perfect timing. Has found the middle of the bat and going over that third man. There was a man at the third man, deep third man, and he's found enough to get clear. Ackeem on 49. Good start to this over. Bit heartbreaking moment for Ackeem. 49. Hitting on the up. One bounce to the deep third this time. Will take a single. First 50 in the CPL 2026 for Khari. And you can tell me it's a match-saving knock for the Kingsman, at least in this first innings. 42 balls, 3 boundaries and a 6, with 24 singles and 4 doubles. Now Auguste made back on strike. Going for a big shot, way too high. And handsome as well. Second 6 in this over. Third 6 for Auguste Smith. And they got 13 runs already from the first 3. 160 up. It was way too high in the night sky. Once again, it's 90 meters. All the 3 sixes from Auguste Smith, more than 90s. Now sensibly played towards offside to take a single. For last over will be expensive, says Khari. Let's see, Khari will need to bat out the rest of the overs, says Shadley. Forde should remain at the death over. Poor captain, he got 1 over left. Gamer boy, well deserved 50, says Hampton. And that's also the 50 round stand. That's a wide, very much wideish line. Good 50, says Steve. This was what I'm hoping for. Russell would have stayed until the 16 overs, says Lawrence. Good knock, big knock, says the Yellows. Well played 50, Khari, says Vincott. The Kings led their guard down, says Columbus. Well done, Casey, says Shadley. Well done, Khari, says Foster. Seriously, SLK, says Ahmad. Good night, says Gordon Nixon. Could be another wide. Indeed. 2 wides in a row. That is the number 10th runs from the extras. It's raining 6s, says Steve. 4 and 6 is no refouls, says Hampton. Expensive over for Schalkwyk, says Howell. People keep forgetting Odin is a power hitter, says Goodridge. Did we make 180? Chances there. They need 16 now to get to 180. And 8 balls remaining. Joel Noel going for a big shot. Missed out this time. Fuller length from Schalkwyk. And that's his 4th 50 in CPL career. Khari Playing his 33rd match in CPL. Clever batting, Otis Spencer Shadley, 30 more rounds, says Marlon. Lawrence says, congratulations, Mr. Khari, well done. Fella says, could just go with Aloof. 170 plus Charith, says Hampton. With Fuller. Missed out the ball there. They will take a single anyway. It's leg by, signalled. Expensive finish for us. Schalkwyk considered 17 rounds in his last over. 1 for 49 for this man. It's 165 for 7 with 6 balls to go for Kingsman. 170. Matthew Forde will bowl the final over of this first innings. Man who did the damage with that new ball. Just 1 wicket to get his maiden fifer in CPL career. I blame Chase definitely for his last over will be expensive, says Paul. That's not a joke. Khari in the house, says Columbus. Okay, it ain't over till it's over, says Hampton. Here comes Matthew Forde shot. Slower ball, way too high. Could be his fifer. Matthew Forde gets his maiden fifer. You can tell me it's maybe a bit too late for the Kings to get a wicket here, but Matthew Forde, what a day he's having. Maiden fifer in CPL for this man. And has taken the big wicket of Casey Khari. Successful campaigner with the bat for Kingsman right at the time. Got 50 from 45 balls with 3 boundaries, 1 6. And 24 singles with 4 doubles. Goes down to the pavilion. 165 for 8. Great Forde's back, says Chance. Well, don't worry. Angular father said Martin. Mother says with a loss. Also can do the damage with the bat. We all know that. We have seen him getting some big sixes. Now we'll face Matthew Forde. 5 balls to go here. Yes, says Ahmad. Yes, hat-trick. Forde says Ahmad. It's not a hat-trick for Matthew Forde. Yes, he has taken 5. It's too late. Why they wait so long to bring Matthew Forde? Says get my boy, schoolboy captain, says Paul. Next to go Smith, says Ahmad. With Whitish line, wanted to play that cut shot, missed out. Good start in this final over, Matthew Forde. No run yet to concede. Well done, Forde, says Hampton. What side of bed did Forde wake up on, says Jones. Well done, Forde, says Hampton. Wicket, says Ahmad. The man Forde, says Sean. What did Forde have for lunch, says Howell. Well done, Khari, says Davis. Come on, we need 180, says Leod Fang. Hampton says, come on. Lost Atlanta Ocean waits. Outside edge has stopped by the short third. Just will be a single, but that is good because Otis been back on strike. He's on 26. This is what he has done in his last 6 balls. Got a 6 and 4 singles. Thank God Forde didn't bowl all 4 overs together. Kingsman would have never passed 100. Says Schultz. Wait till you can do it, says Marlon Francisco. 6 wickets, says Steve. Congrats, Matthew. You are the man tonight so far, says Lawrence. The boss is back, says Patrick. Well done, Forde, says Joel Noel. Finished the last over with wickets, says Ahmad. See off the over sky, says Marlon. Smith on strike. Short ball, slow ball bouncer. Could be a wide. Yes, it is. The square umpire has said that's a overhead bouncer, and that is why they have called for a wide. So 1 more run for the Kingsman. Number 12 runs from the extras. 3 balls. 30 to get 180. They need just 2 big sixes to get to 179. And Otis Smith definitely can do that. Got 3 sixes already. More than 90-meter sixer he got so far. All of his 3 sixes, 90, 93, 95, I think. Goes to our leg side. Will they take a single? No, they won't, because Otis Smith wants a strike. It's a dot ball. Number 47th dot balls. Two balls to go. Kings, you have got this still disappoints us. Sean. Slow ball. Has gone past the ball. A long off. Will cut it off. This is wonderful bowling from Matthew Forde in his last over. Just 2 singles from the bat and the wide. 3 runs from 5 balls and the wicket of Khari with the ball to come. Forde high there from Smith, says Leonard. Check a shot of 20 runs tonight, says Lawrence. Marlon says, okay. The wide was miles away from a wicket, says Hampton. Excellent bowling, says Hamid. A serious big up to you, calls number 2. Appreciate you. Thank you for Caribbean wickets, says Columbus. Caribbean cricket, says Columbus. Thanks for that. We let last ball of the sofa. Fuller goes towards the long on. They will try to take a couple of runs. They're coming back with a couple, but they will be run out at the striking end. With a loss. Goes down at the striking end. They tried to take the second run in the last ball, but wasn't there. Simple run out to make for the keeper, Team Seifert. They got just 4 runs in the last over. What a finish by this man for Kings. Just look at the details. It's his maiden fifer. This is how he has considered his runs. Considered 6 singles, 2 doubles, and 3 boundaries. And also has bowled 13 dots, 5 for 22, 23. The carrier best bowling performance in CPL for Matthew Forde tonight. That's the confirmation, the maiden fifer for this man in CPL. 28th match, 30 wickets now in his CPL career. But Kingsmen, right from the word go, they were struggling big time to get going with their batting performance. Kirk McKenzie once again falls down early, 1 from 2 balls. Sam Ayub making his debut for Kingsman, 1 from 3 balls, goes down. Usman Khan was looking dangerous with the bat, then again goes down for 28 from 11 balls with 3 boundaries and 2 sixes. Robert Powell, the captain, goes back for first ball duck. That's a huge miss for the Kingsmen. Then Hassan Khan just 12 from 10. Kim Paul, who did a fabulous job in the last match, got 11 from 14 balls with a boundary. And Andries Russell looked like he could have done a good finish with the bat for the Kingsmen. 25 from 15, then got out. That's a huge wicket to take, and that goes to Maheesh Theekshana with 3 sixes and a boundary. But Otis Smith, what a wonderful knock he played with the bat. 27 from 17 balls, and got 3 sixes. With Khari in that 9th wicket stand, they got 50 out-round stand. Khari got his maiden 50 in CPL 2026, 50 from 45, and Peter lost the last man to get out by run out 2 for him. It's all about Matthew Forde to talk about, I think. 5 for 23, maiden fifer, 1 for Schalkwyk, and 1 for Theekshana, 1 for Josh Bishop as well. They have built up 5 bowlers, the Kings. Look at that. One stage they were on 54 for 5, and then have come out with some powerful batting performance from Andries Russell and from Otis Smith as well. 169 for 9. That's the final score for the Kingsmen. For the home side, if they want to win, they need a win tonight. They are struggling in that points table. Whoever win tonight will be the new number 1 side in the CPL 2026. And for the Kings, if they want to win this match, they need 170 from the 20 overs. 8.5 will be the required rate. And for the Kingsmen, they need to restrict the Kings within 168 or need to take 10 wickets of the Kings. That's the two ways winning scenario in this match number 13. And yes, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new here on Quick Tune. Time for me to have some quick break during this innings break. We'll join with you, hopefully, after the break in quick time. Live will be on. You will just have that screen of to win scenario, but not by my voice. We'll join with you after a quick break, hopefully. Welcome back once again to Keon. Yes, after that 54 for 5, it's a wonderful comeback by the visitors, the Kingsmen. They got the runs on the board. Maybe you can tell me 10 to 20 runs short, but they got 169 runs on the card. Maybe they would have a better finish with the bat in that final over. Just 4 runs in that final over, which makes it very much difficult for that batters. Matthew Forde is the man who made that wonderful comeback over for the Kings. Got his maiden 5 wickets haul in CPL career, and that was some wonderful finish. So that's the frustrating score line for that Kingsman. They got 169 for 9 after their 20 overs. But question is it enough? That will be answered in that next innings. Teams are joining in the middle. And don't forget, Kings have made 3 changes for this match, and they got their regular opener back, Tim Seifert, who could be dangerous with the bat. Man from New Zealand, 31 years of age, to open the batting. His partner, I think, is Kamil Pooran. Like to confirm that. Since this batting kicks fish Manchester Williams. Yes, it's Kamil Pooran will be his partner at the last striking end, and the right-hander, 30 years of age. Started with the 15 is CPL 2026, and it's time for Andries Russell. Okay, he will bowl the first over tonight. Right-hand fast seam, 38 years of age. So everyone is getting ready for this run chase here. Will it be Kingsman or will it be Kings in the top of that points table? We'll get the answer after this innings for sure. Let's hope for the best for both the sides. And here comes Andries Russell with the slip is on for Tim Seifert. First ball, short of delivery. Wanted to play that cut shot, missed out. Let's talk about that batting career for this man, Tim Seifert. Playing his 58th CPL match tonight. Has scored more than 1,000 runs, 29, almost the average for this man. 125 the previous best, so he got 100 in CPL with 450s. Early wicket Andries says Waka. Sadly says even when Joachim batted last, they lost in the last over, says Shadley. With missed good shot. Let's talk about that experienced campaign all-rounder for Kingsman, Andries Russell, into his 122nd match in CPL. Best of 4 for 23, 6 wickets, 6 3-fers for him, 108 wickets in his CPL career. First match for Tim Seifert in this CPL 2026. Onto his back foot, wonderfully played. It's nothing more than a back-footed punch through the cover. Between the cover and the point, he finds the gap and finds the boundary to open his account. Early wicket, guys, is what we need, says Lawrence. But Tim Seifert got a different idea, right? He gets his first boundary. Yes, that's the confirmation. Whoever wins tonight will be the new number 1 side. Jamaica Kingsmen, 4 points. Kings got 4 points. And Amazon Warrior, who is now the number 1 side, got 4. So whoever wins tonight will have 6 points and will be the new number 1 side in the CPL 2026 points table. So it's a battle to get in that number 1 spot here. A real Kings from Sir Friar Bless to Peter Paul, shop number 3, says Columbus. Okay. It's 4 rounds from 4 balls here. 2 balls to go. Still they got 1 slip is in place for the right-hander team Seifert. Oh, that's a wonderful swing. Plays and miscued. 132 Ks from Andrew Russell this time. Seifert wanted to play that cover drive, but hint of outswing from Andrew Russell has missed out that outside part of the bat. Wicket, wicket, wicket. That's what the Kings need, so sadly. Andrew Russell is always there in the highest run getter list, highest wicket taker list. Now the number 2nd position for him. And Matthew Forde sitting at the top with 12 wickets. 9 wickets for Andrew Russell in the CPL 2026. Conceded 4 runs in his first over, 4 for no loss. The Kings. Next matches coming up in CPL 2026. Match number 14. That is tomorrow. Antigua Barbuda Falcons will play 3 back-to-back matches at their home condition. Tomorrow they will take on the Knight Riders, the defending champion. And in the 15th match, they will take on the Warriors. And the 16th match, they will take on the Tridents. These are the next 3 matches. And all of them will be played by Falcons with 3 different opposition. Interesting choice. Sam Ayub will bowl the 2nd over, right-arm off spinner. Playing his first match in the CPL 2026 for Kingsmen. Failed out with the bat. Now will he get a wicket in his very first over? That was the question. And Kamil Pooran will be the man to face his first ball. Playing his 4th match made in CPL season for this man. Got a 50 to start with, 87. Got in CPL career, 29 average. And striker is good to see. More than 190. Still early days for him. Slow start as says Sumit. It's only 7 balls. Come on. Muslim is in place. Half striker. With miscue shot. Finds the bowler. Sam Ayub. Wonderful economy. Seriously, 5.1 economy in CPL carrier for this man. And now playing his 14th match in CPL. Best of 1 for 2. That economy is really impressive, but he has taken just 1 wicket so far. Has bowled in the 3rd innings so far. Right now it's only the 3rd innings for him with the ball. That is way too high. And it's a drop chance, I believe. They've taken just a single. Robman Powell was going back to the ball. It was a really tough call to take. Has he reached to the ball or not? Has he got some hand to that or not? It's a really tough call. Tough catch to take. I think he got some fingertip to that. But on paper, Kamil Pooran got a life. Come on, Shaker, says Lawrence. I want to sell King to win. Come on, guys, says Williams. Columbus says you are a blessing to Caribbean cricket. Everyone like you, says Cause at number 2. Says Columbus. That is a wonderful cover drive. Tim Seifert, we all know him, what he can do with the bat. And now he has announced his opening in the CPL 2026. Couple of boundaries all ready for this right-hander. And his back foot has gone past the cover fielder and gets the 2nd boundary. That's the boundary time at just about 3.2 seconds to reach the boundary. Now has stopped by the ball, a half stop. No chance to take a single. Pressure there with Shakers as Marlon. Wickets as Sam Sumit. Channel is all the way in Canada watching a Kings fan. They just need to keep the batting going. No rush, says Shadley. Okay. St. Kings will win tonight, says Williams. Wonderfully stopped by the mid-off fielder. Saves a certain boundary. Kim Paul. Valiant effort. In fact, it was Kirk McKenzie who saved the boundary. Good start by Saim Ayub. Despite considering a boundary in his first over, considered just 5. 9 for no loss after the second over. Good start by Andre Russell and by Saim Ayub. Just 9 runs from the first 2 overs and time for balling change. So Andre Russell will be replaced by another all-rounder, Kim Paul. Right arm fast seam. 28 years of age. For real, this commentary from our Bangladesh family, says Marlon. Okay, come on Asalanka, we can win this game, says Ahmad. Let's go team, says Nadine John. Let's go Kings, says Charnel, okay. I want to say Kings will come on guys, says Pascal Williams. Come on Jacob, says Lawrence. Hello, says Amit Sukram. Hello. Fuller had to reach for the ball, missed out this time. Come on Paul. Not the ball. Batting out. Okay, that's the ball carrier. Keon Paul got 55 wickets in his CPL career, playing his 87th match. Best of 4 for 19, 4-3 first for him. Did a fabulous all-round performance in the Kingsmen last match, and also got that man of the match reward. The match-winning all-round performance from him. Got some start with the bat. Can he take an early wicket here? Good looking cut, cover drive, missed out. Finds the fielder. Australia have Bangladesh 12 rounds, 5 wickets, says Williams. I know it was coming, right? It was coming. I know that I will be the Kings tonight, says Carter John. Jacob need one bowler to come good, says Lenz. Seriously, come on. Can we trade Kirk McKenzie for Chris Cale Shadow, says Darren Jones. That's a good one. Let's go Kings, watching from Jamaica, says Ingrid. Outside edge. And guess what? Going over the short third and has gone over the line. Seriously. Doesn't matter to the home crowd because they want a 6 boundary. Doesn't matter if it was coming from outside edge or top edge. It's a 6 that does matter for the home crowd. That's the first 6 tonight for the Kings. Lucky 6 for Kamil Pooran. Keep the pressure, Jacob. We need this. We can't let them off the hook tonight, says Lawrence. One more big shot was tried. And this time has landed inside the boundary line. Miscue shot once again for Kamil Pooran, but will get his boundary. He's just shaking his bat after playing that shot. It goes a bit too higher than expected. Landed inside the boundary line. That's the boundary timer. Yeah, about 4.3 seconds to reach the boundary. The boundary timer is telling. Come on, guys, as Lenzil, Bangladesh in trouble. Mitchell Stark, 5 wickets for 5 runs. Southampton. Yes. Kings all the way, says Williams. Steady balling, wickets to wickets, says Marlon Francisco. Pressure on Kim Paul. Although Kamil Pooran couldn't find the middle of the bat, but he found 10. Now 11 from the last 3. Limono no Kemo, says Lawrence. Comfortable win Asalanka tonight, says Sanel. I really appreciate your country beat Australia. Next match, same result, says Columbus. It will be tough because Australia will try their everything to save the series, and so far they got a good start. As we have talked about that, 5 wicket start for Bangladesh, but it's a good start for Asalanka, especially in this over. They've got 11 from the third over, 20 for no loss after that. At this current stage, the Kingsmen, they were on 32 for 2, and the Kings now 20 for no loss. That's side-by-side comparison for you. I'm back, Saint Lucia. What a beautiful country. Thank you again for such lively and informative commentary, says Murray Gaston. Doing well, Kings, let's go, says Shalil. Hunansha will replace Saim Mayoub, his countryman. Right, medium seamer. But good news for the Kings, they haven't lost a single wicket yet. They got 20 rounds opening stand here. Kamil Pooran got some inside part of the bat, will take a single. 21 runs opening stand from 19 balls between these two right-hander teams, Seifert and Kamil Pooran. Seifert got a couple of boundaries, 1-6 for Pooran with a boundary as well, the last over. Super. Wicket taken now, King says, Andries, not enough runs to play with, go to take wickets as Lenzi, lead wickets as up, says Sumit. Come on guys, want some wickets, sadly. Sorry DRB Australia, come back with blooming in their eyes tonight from Bangladesh, says Lawrence. Yes, that's a wonderful start by Australia. Low full toss, just going to get past the bowler. It's a dot ball. Dot ball number 13th for Saint Lucia Kings here tonight. Out of their 20 balls, 13 dots. (21) now from 20 balls. Now Hunan Shah got some injury while he was saving that last ball. Got hard to his left hand. Now got an injury. This is how Kingsmen got their runs in their first innings. 47 singles, 9 doubles, 8 boundaries and 10 sixes and 47 dots. He got 35% runs from sixes and 19% runs from fours. And good to see that 28% runs were coming from singles for Kingsmen. That's the score analysis for the visitors. And if we talk about that best over, sorry about that, in that first innings, they got 19 runs from the third, but just couldn't get enough runs in the final over, just 4 runs in the final over. I think they have missed at least 8 to 10 runs in that final over to score. 17 runs from the 19, the second best over. This is the runs per over scenario for the Kingsmen in their first innings. Come on, King, take wickets as Davis take catches, ball wickets to wicket, says Lenzil. Seifert on strike, 8 from 11 balls for this man. Here comes Hunan Shah going over the point. Not quite middle of the bat. Wasn't total control, but enough to clear that infield and to go for a boundary number 4th for the Kings. It was powerfully struck, although not quite timed that, but enough to get a boundary. Just about 4.4 seconds to reach the boundary. Third boundary for Team Seifert. Moves on to 12 now from 12 balls with 9 dots. 13 for Kamil Pooran from 9 balls with a boundary and a 6. Here comes Hunan Shah. Short ball, top edge. Who wants it? The bowler goes for a catch. He takes the catch. Hunan Shah strikes. First wicket down for Kings. Kingsman back on track with a wicket. Team Seifert just 12 to 9 from 13 with 3 boundaries. Now taking the long walk back to the hut. Wickets as Sumit. You're supposed to be one of the Kings of Bangladesh, says Columbus. Okay, let's go with strike early, says Sumit. Yes, more wickets, says Marlon. Yeah, King, says Ingrid. Hey, great game and great commentary. You keep going, doing a great show, says Carlos. Welcome, Carlos. Now time for John Campbell. Good to see him back after injury in at number 3 for the Kings, 32 years of age, the left-hander. So first wicket for Hunain Shah tonight. He's also playing his maiden CPL season. This is his 6th wicket and playing his 6th match for the Kingsmen. 2 for 20, in fact 31, the previous best bowling figure. 7.8 economy. Bit late, but first one out, so sadly, yep, great community, says Leslie. Yes, it's a wonderful, healthy community here on Cricktune. That's why I always like to invite every new single faces to join. If they want to join this community, all they have to do, just hit that black subscribe button and make sure that they have joined this community of Cricktune with this shiny. Going for a scoop shot, miscued. What have you done, Campbell? Only the first ball. He tried that scoop shot, miscued, got it top edge. Lucky enough that it hasn't reached to the keeper. One bounce to him. Very lucky for John Campbell. Playing his demo match in CPL. Seriously. One more wicket, let's go, guys, says Lenzel. Can anyone confirm that? Is he playing his first match? My stat says he's playing his first one. Goes towards a point. It's a dot ball. Fantastic start by Hunain Shah. Just 5 runs and a wicket. Wicket of Team Seifert coming from his first over. 25 for 1. Kingsman all the way, says Graham. Just 1 wicket is down. That's the wicket of Team Seifert. 12 from 13 with 3 boundaries. They still have plenty of batters to come. Jamia, Matthew Forde, Roston, Chase, over spinner. And Shadley also is an all-rounder. Nice to see John coming back from injury. Says Lauren, yep. After all, he has come back from the injury. Ball change. Andrew Russell will replace Kimo Paul here into his second over. Slower delivery. Just a defensive push for no run. Only 113 Ks from Andrew Russell. I'm surprised he's not playing with Jamaica. It's all about franchise league. Which team comes first to offer something special, they will play for them. It's not always about you're born in Jamaica, will play for Jamaica. Biscuit shot. Once again, it's a slower ball. It's just 114 Ks from Andrew Russell. One of the leading wicket taker of this CPL 2026. Second highest wicket taker. 9 wickets for this man. Playing his 6th match tonight. That's a good shot and good enough to clear the deep third man. Are you kidding me? Just has opened his bat towards deep third man. There is a man at the deep third man, but he was just watching that ball going over his head and into the stand for 6. Number 2nd sixer for the Kings. Mitchell Stark took 6 wickets for 9 runs versus West Indies when they would bowled out for 27 last year. Southampton. Mitchell Stark is always dangerous. Maybe one bad match for him, but he is always dangerous. 59 meters. That's a bouncer. And umpire says that's the first bouncer in this over. He moves on to 19 now from 13 with a couple of sixes. Kamil Pooran. 2 sixes, 1 4, 3 singles. %63% rounds he got from sixes, 21% from fours. Get Pooran out now, says Sumit. Tidy line and length. Guy says Lawrence. Going for a cover drive, finds the mid off. Odo Smith will cut that off. 7 from 5 balls here. Like to see his performance in CPL carrier. Kamil Pooran, just the maiden CPL season for him. Now has scored 107 runs. Only the 4th match for this man in CPL. He needs to continue for the Kings. Get out there, any of them. Russell says Waka. Good looking straight drive, but not straight enough to get pounds at mid-off. 7 runs from the second over of Russell. 32 for 1 after 5th. The Kings got to get portion out quickly, says Lenzel. It's interesting, how can you stay up all night, and may God give you strength, says Columbus. Yes, that's the support. I like to appreciate that support you guys are giving to this Cricket YouTube channel. Already 100 likes done and dusted. Now looking for 150 or maybe 200 likes in this live stream. Thanks for hitting that like button. That always keeps me going, giving that inspiration that DRB needs here. Let's go Kings, win this one for fans. Listening from Brooklyn, New York, says Randy. Welcome, Randy. Kings now 32 for 1. Now Hunan Shah will continue. Heading on the up. Clearing that front leg has given him plenty of space to extend his arm over the cover. Kamil Pooran looks good tonight with the bat for the Kings. 5th fall for the Kings. Super. He moves on to 24 in quick time, just 15 balls. That's a good shot. And it was racing to the fence within just 3.8 seconds. Pooran wicket needed as up, so Sumit. Okay. 2 sixes, 2 boundaries. 160 strike it. Goes towards leg side. Will take a quick single. Shy at the stump by Hunain Shah, but missed out. At the same stage, Kingsmen, despite of losing 4 wickets, they were on 52 for 4. They kept on getting quick runs, although they have lost 4 wickets. They lost 5 wickets on 54. And right now, the Kings 37 for 1. That's side-by-side comparison. Wicket now, says Hampton. Four balls remaining within the power play. No run yet for Campbell. 3 balls. Yet to get off the mark. Run rate is 6.9. Now the wicket rate is going over 9.1 the wicket rate. Missed good cut shot. He's struggling to get off the mark. John Campbell. Looking good. Ezelke says Chanel, this kind of bowling will cause us the match if we don't careful. Come on guys, take wickets, says Lawrence. Come on JKM, you need wickets, says Lenzel. But what a wonderful bowling performance from the Kings, especially from Matthew Forde. Maiden 5 for 23. That's the bowling card. 1 for Schalkwyk, 1 for Theekshana, and 1 for Bishop. And in this innings, Hunain Shah gets the early wicket for the Kingsman. Now he's trying to get his second one. Shot ball once again, a miscue shot. He's struggling big time here. Campbell. 5 dot balls for him. That was number 22nd dot balls played by the Kings. They need to step up that run rate. 6.5 the run rate means they need 9.3 runs per over to win from here. That's the required run rate. Let's go, says Sumit. Get them wicket. Come on, says Sumit. Robert Wilford says checking again from New Orleans. What's the relationship between Kamil and Nicholas Pooran? I'm not sure about that relation. Yes, 2 Poorans, but not quite known about that relation between those 2 batters. Goes towards leg side. This time he will get his first run off the mark finally from his 6th ball. That was the number 6th singles for the Kings tonight with the bat. That's the scenario. 132 to win from 85 for the Kings. From 85 balls, they need 9.3 runs per over, the required rate. And for the Kingsmen, they need 9 wickets, so need to restrict the Kings within 130. Everything is possible. And whoever win tonight, Kings or the Kingsman, will be the king in that points table. Bit-biscuit shot once again, finds the mid-on, will take a single. 7 runs were coming from the final over of the power play. So power play done and dusted, 39 for 1, the Kings. This is how they have scored their runs within the power play. The Kings, 7 singles, 5 fours and 2 sixes. 22 dot balls means they have played 61% dot balls. That's a huge number, huge percentage, at least within the power play. They're not related, says Jellyby. That's confirmed. Thanks for that, Jellyby. Good morning from Matthew Forde, says Shadley. Yes, undoubtedly. If this keep up, I will end up in the hospital with 8 wickets now, says Hampton. And the wicket will change the game, says Lensil. Hampton don't end up in the hospital, says Waka. He will be fine. He's always ready to come out with the ball, Hampton. Maybe with the bat sometime. Came a ball to replace Andrew Russell from this side into his 2nd over. The Kings must step up their game, says Patrick. Come on, guys, keep trying wickets now, says Lensil. With Fuller, pushes towards mid-on. There's no mid-on, that's why they have got enough chance to take a single. John Campbell needs to step up. Just 1 from 6 balls for this man. Kim Paul got 55 wickets in CPL from 87th match he's playing tonight. Best of 4 for 19. 4 3-fers for this man in CPL career. Economy 9.1, so a bit expensive, I will say. Come on, guys, keep trying wicket now, says Lensil. Campbell on 1 from 6 balls. Power play already is completed. They need 130 from 83 now, 9.4. Now the required rate pushes towards leg side. Will try for the 2nd run, but no chance. Fielder was very much quick enough to stop the 2nd. Bit overthrow. Unnecessary. Has considered 1 extra run there, the Kingsman. That's a couple of runs for Campbell. In fact, it was hitting the stump, then going the other side to take 1 extra run there. Saimayu with the throw. Tom Kim root them out, says Waka. Who will win, guys? I'm Arizona, says Ankit. Coming down the track, missed out once again. Pressure is mounting on this left-hander, John Campbell. He's just on 3 from 8 balls, struggling big time. Has played plenty of dots here. 6 dots, 1 single, 1 double. Get Pooran out, says Lenzil. Come on, Paul, we need wickets, says Davis. Campbell is definitely struggling. Onto Seifert now, goes towards the deep backward square leg. Just a single. Boundaries are not coming. When was the last 6? Like to see that. It's 13 balls in the last 6 for the Kings. And if you talk about the fours, it's been 9 balls in the last 4. So 9 balls without any boundaries for the Kings. Wicket loading, says Steve. Kamil, the key man now for the Kings to get going. 27 from 18. Good looking cut shot. And he has found the gap. After that 9 balls, the Kings, they got a boundary here. That was sweetly timed and placed. Hitting over the point, and goes the boundary line in a really quick time. Just about 2.9 seconds, I think, to reach the boundary. That's the boundary timer. Paisley says Jamaica will win. Okay, Paisley, welcome. We need some boundaries, let's says Randy. That's one of them. Into the 30s now, Pooran. Cut away wonderfully. This time will be saved. This time will be saved. They will take a single. We'll keep the strike in the next over. Good over for the Kings. They got 9 from the 7th over, 48 for 1. But the Babel Trident still in the CPL. How comes these two teams have played so many games? Just 2 from St. Kitts. In fact, 2 from Babel Tridents. SLK all the way, says Melvin Watson. Because of that home matches, the Kings playing so many matches here, and then it will be started for the Barbuda Falcons. Next 3 matches, all of those will be played by Barbuda Falcons. 1 against Riders, 1 against Warriors, and 1 against Tridents. These are the next 3 matches coming up in CPL 2026. 14th, 15th, and 16th match. SLK more boundaries. Let's go, says Chanel. Come on, Jamaica, we want wickets. Now Simon Ayub will bowl his second over. First ball going towards deep mid wicket. Single will be taken. Desmond says all the way Jamaica. Welcome, Desmond, from Jamaica. Dear, which match will be playing tomorrow? Okay, the match number 14th that is coming up tomorrow at 11 p.m. GMT time. Antigua Barbuda Falcons will take on the defending champion, who have lost in the last match against the Kingsmen, the Riders. After a long time, they are back, and will be back tomorrow. And hopefully we'll start on time with our viewers, lovely viewers around the world. That's the match number 14th. Go for it, guys. Take wickets. It's not over. Keep trying, says Lenzil. Right now, SLK, the Kings, they're feeling the pressure because the run rate is just 6.7, and Campbell is struggling big time. He's under some serious pressure. Plenty of dots, 7 dots. Wonderful spin. No misunderstanding. They're going for a single. Direct hit at the non-striking end. Would have been a goner. 50 up with that risky single for the Kings. 50 for 1 now. Pooran is said need to get him out. Says sadly Barbara Powell says, come on Jamaica, we want wicket. He says okay. Falcons playing TK tomorrow, please. God says, get my boy. JK will take this, says Ricardo. John Campbell is a slow get coast. That's not Test cricket. It's Columbus. He needs to step up. Time is always important. You need to keep on the good run rate to battle with that required rate, 9.8 the required rate. So it's getting closer to 10 now for the Kings. Yes, they got 9 wickets in hand, but that required rate will keep the pressure on the Kings batters. Coming down the track, this time Sean Campbell. He has just given me the answer that I requested a little while earlier. He was struggling under some pressure, and that's the pressure releasing number 3 for the Kings. And it's Campbell. Remember to subscribe, guys, says Sean. Yes, don't forget to hit that subscribe button here to join this Cricketune channel. We have gone past 4,000 subscribers here on YouTube. Looking for even more. I'm going for a big and long journey. Hopefully, Kingsman will win, says Dwayne. We need some slower ball. Desmond from Jamaica. Runs on the board is what wins matches. JK must don't have enough, says Lenzel. That's a good hit. That was 87 meters in the last ball of the previous over. 57 for 1 now for the Kings. Now time for bowling shots. Skimmer Paul will be replaced by Oden Smith. Did well with the bat. Don't forget Oden Smith, right and medium, will bowl his first over tonight. Pressure them shakers as Marlon. Let's go Kings, says Sarah Lee. Paul says Campbell, out yourself please. Short ball, going for a pull. Kamil Pooran gets the 4th 6 of the night for the Kings. Home crowd are delighted because of this man who gets into the 40s now. 3 boundaries, 3 sixes, 10 singles. Now looking for his second 50 in CPL. Just 10 runs to get to that. 78 meters. Goes as Hampton. Let's go King. Jamaica needs to see wickets taking now, says in grey. Towards offside, 2 in 2. No stopping him. Kamil Pooran is a wonderful find for the Kings. Undoubtedly, he's on fire. Come on, Oden. Wickets are steep. Let's go, says Channel. No matter what, Saint Lucia will win, says Paul. Bangladesh really facing the fire from Australia. They are 21 for 6, says Lawrence. Now it's a firework from Kamil Pooran. 2 sixes to start this 9th over, 6-9 for 1. Punches powerfully to get clear that mid-off. 6-6, now a 4. What a way to get his second 50 in CPL. What a turnaround for the Kings. 26 balls 50, 10 singles, 4 sixes, 4 boundaries. Second 50 within just 4 matches in CPL for this man on the screen. Send the fire track now, put the fire out wickets time, says Hampton. King says, yes, I'm loving it, says Shadley. Damn, the match ending in this over, says Johns. Jamaica, better luck next time, says Paul. What are you doing, Smith, says Lawrence. Pushes towards offside, that's sensible, takes a single. Oden Smith, struggling start, considered 17 rounds from just 4 deliveries, playing his 58th match. Just 1 wicket short to get his 50th wicket in CPL career. Best of 3 for 25 3-first for him. Well deserved 50, says Hampton. Undoubtedly man on fire, says Alexander. Congress Kamil 50 plus, says Sharon. Come on, Wickers, what's going on? Says Lensil. Odell says Marlon. Goes to a short fine leg to take a single. 134 Ks, the last one from Smith. That's the confirmation. Second 50 in 4 matches. And don't forget, he's just playing his maiden CPL season. Look at the average, 46, impressive. And the strike rate is even better, 190 plus. Owen Wise says Andries, come on, ball better. Delphus says Marlon. And umpire says the last ball, it was a no ball. So more trouble for the Kingsman. And Kamil Pooran will get a chance to face that free hit delivery from Auguste Smith. He already got a couple of sixes on the boundary. Now it's a good chance to get a 6 on the boundary. That's a good delivery. That's a good delivery from Auguste Smith. Has followed the batter. No run from the free hit ball. Smith is not smart bowler, says Daniel. Mr. Smith are keeping them back. The Razzie wait for pull him out. Powell, says Lawrence. Pooran will score his first 100. Paul, we yet to get 100 in the CPL 2026. Who knows? This could be the first one. Goes to his leg side and will take a single overthrow. That means they will get the second runs. Not good fielding from the Kingsman. One extra run to concede. Big over for the Kings. They needed that big over because Record Red was going higher and higher. 21 runs were coming from the 9th over, 78 for 1. Keon master bowler with precision to make it escapes. Silke is on fire with the bats as Sharon. Umpire is having a discussion. I'm not quite sure why. Pooran wants to take man of the match from Forde, says shows. That's a good one. 21 runs first over. Don't come back, says Smith. The rules over the Kingsman never shall the Fall Kings rule over all, says Yolus. That's the finish. Right, after 9 overs, the Kingsmen, they were on 71 for 6 and the Kings 78 for just 1. So wonderful comeback by the Kings, especially in that last over. Plenty of runs with a couple of sixes and their boundary. Kingsman ain't winning this, says Michael. Jamaica, don't be angry. Saint Lucia slow, but sure, says Paul. Wonderful sweep shot. Campbell joins the party with a boundary. Now Kings, they're steering the gear towards the winning line maybe. Plenty of blues in the crowd and they're having a fun time at Saint Lucia. It ain't over till it's over, undoubtedly, Hampton. But Kingsman needs some quick wickets. Going on the up over the deep extra cover. Will fall safely and will race away to the fence. Campbell now seems like he has found the rhythm back. Back-to-back boundaries. On fire. Smith can hit the ball a long way, but he needs to get in a good mental, physical shape, says Daniel. Kings is leading at the stage, so sadly. Yep. Joachim needs to shuffle up their top orders. Poor batting and now poor fielding. Not good. Missed out by the keeper. Was that from the bat of Campbell or not? We have to wait for the confirmation. They will take 2. Ten runs. In fact, they have taken a single, not 2. Umpire says that's from the bat. So into the 20s now. What a wonderful partnership. 62 from 36. Yes, it's coming in really quick time. And guess what? Out of the 62, 40 from Pooran. That's the partnership details. He got 40 from just 20 in this partnership. Now he'll take a single. And Campbell got 20 from 16 balls. 2 runs from the extras. That's the partnership details. Before that last ball. There's Gous, says Shadley. That's it, King, says Shadley. Elsa says Joachim. Okay. Saint Lucia says try. Goes towards the leg side, flicked away, trying for the second round. This time they will come back with a couple. No stopping this time. It's a good running in between the wicket. I just woke up to some source of barking, batting cricket, lovely cricket, says Ricardo. Whereas the fire track, they're out there doing their job, says Hampton. Jamaica jogging 6 wickets for 76. Not acceptable, says Smith. Yes, they are struggling. One stage they were 54 for 6. Now gets a single. One more good over for the Kings. 13 from the 10th over. They're now 91 for 1, and it's also the time for some break. Strategic breakout. Timeout, in fact. It takes a miracle, Joachim, to win, says Lindsay Lol. Jamaica, says Smith. This is how they have scored their runs with that first 10 overs. The Kings, 17 singles, 3 doubles, 9 fours, 5 sixes with 27 dots. The Kings right back on top in this run chase. 2 Kings are playing Kings and Kingsmen, and the 2 Kings are looking for that King position, the number 1 position of the CPL points table. Whoever wins tonight will be the new number 1 side of that Caribbean Premier League 2026 points table. Don't forget, top 4 sides will qualify for the playoffs. So every team will like to be within the top 4. And St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, they're the number 7 side. And Knight Riders, the defending champion, they have played just 2. Will play their 3rd one tomorrow. That will be an interesting match against the Falcons. Saint Lucia Kings and the Kingsmen. 5 matches each, 2 wins, 3 losers. This is their 2nd match tonight. Warriors and Triders still unbeaten in the CPL 2026 because of that better net run rate. Warriors in at number 1 position right now. Match number 14 coming up tomorrow, and it's the home side. Antigua and Barbuda Falcons will take on the defending champion Trinbago Knight Riders. And don't forget to join us at 11 p.m. GMT time. And if you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well to join with this cricket journey to have some exciting cricket matches around the world with me, Dearby. All Kings houses and all the Kingsmen can't find Jamaica tonight, says Paul. Okay, Jacob Borisev's not penetrative at all. We're giving away their match with poor bowling. We can't reach the playoffs with this performance, as Lawrence. Let's see. It's not over yet for any of these 2. There's the batting card. Seifert, the only man, gets out 12 from 13 balls with 3 boundaries. But after that, it's all about Kamil, Pooran and John Campbell. With after that struggling start, he has found his rhythm back. 2 boundaries and 1/6 for his left hander. Good to see him back from injuries, playing his first match in the CPL. And just 1 wicket to fall, and that goes to Hunain Shah. 25 runs in this opening pair, and now they got 76, in fact 66 runs in the 2nd wicket stand. Miracle just happened only every 500 years, and on the Christmas day, says Ricardo. This is a fixed match, Ankit. You give us the answer. We don't know that. Disrespectful comments is not appreciated here, says Steve. Yep, it's a healthy community. We always like to have a healthy community here on Cricket. Everyone is having a good time, and now Kingsmen will try to break this partnership with a bowling change, as they have given the ball to the young man Vitalos, 19 years old only. The sixth bowling option. Joachim did not come out to play tonight. Very poor showing, says Lensil. Need to King to be victorious, says Shadley. Need to let's go Kings, let's go, says Sarah Lee. Bad fielding and bowling. We need wickets, says Hampton. Michael. Need to King. Need the King to collapse now, says Shadley. Lensil says when the Joachim next match, please. Joachim next match. Not in the next three, that's for sure. I have to find out. Simply that is not enough space to give the 4 matches or 5 matches. Kingsman, the next match, it will be the 18th match that will be played on Thursday local time, Thursday 7 p.m. First ball, Vitalos strikes. This is why the Kingsman has given that ball to this young man to strike. And guess what? He straight away has broken down this 6-6 run stand of the Kings, as the Kings lost Sean Campbell on 23. 23 from 19 balls with 2 boundaries and a 6, with 2 doubles and 5 singles. 91 for 2 for the Kings. Here comes last wicket time, says Hampton. Senior, this will not happen. More sixes, says Paul. Yes, wickets, says Hampton. Next man is Sharmia. Jeremiah, the next man in at number 4, 27 years of age. Left-handed batter. Yes, wicket, says Hampton. Okay. Go Fittle, says sadly. Smith made the game more difficult, says Steve. Don't forget he got some crucial runs with the bat. Don't forget his contribution with the bat. He got 27 runs with the bat from 17 balls with 3 sixes. Maybe that is why they have got 169 runs on the card. Victor Edwards leg side. Yes, he's been expensive in his first over. We all know that. Just a funny part apart. Victor Edwards leg side. That's his first run in this match. Jeremiah. So success in the very first over for Vitalos. This is his 4th wicket in CPL season. Playing a 6th match, 1 for 1. This is his best bowling figure at this moment. It will continue, yes. 4 wickets for this man. And it's a vital wicket for him to take. Has broken down that crucial partnership. Kamil Pooran still fighting with the bat. Now goes towards a long on to take a single. Turning out to be a good start after that strategic timeout for the Kingsman. Vitalos just considered 2 singles and a wicket for him. That was the number 19th singles for the Saint Lucia Kings here. Run rate now 8.7. They need 8.3 runs per over. So that's a wonderful fight back with the bat from the Kings. Some big overs in that first phase. That's the confirmation. They got 21 runs from 9th over. That was the over of Oden Smith. 13 from the 10th. So back-to-back big overs. 34 runs in 9 and 10th over. Played and miscued. Appeal for cut behind. Umpires is not out. And straight away they're going for a review. What's going on here? With 6 seconds to go, Robin Powell has signaled for a review. Celebration is started for the Kingsmen because they are very much confident that John Jeremiah got a nick. Even Vita Laws having a good time. We're winning in grand style without Campbell and Columbus. Laws going to spin them out, wickets, etc. Southampton. The real king will win tonight. Not Kings versus Paul. Okay, looks like it's slight deviation there. Looks like it's a slight deviation. It's a tough call. That's outrage. And it's a clear spike. Vita Laws strikes twice. Twice in the last over. What a start after that strategic timeout. Wicket to start, wicket to finish the last over for the Kingsman. Vita Laws 2 in 6 balls, 2 for 2 now. And Kings, 2 quick wickets. Now 93 for 3 as they have lost Jeremiah for just 1. And the wicket maybe, says Sumit. Excellent over for Laws, says Hampton. Let's go Kings, says Sean. The real Kings will. Okay, we've taken that. Roston shares the captain to join in at number 5 for the Kings. He will be at the non-striking end. That's 2 wickets in his first over. What a start by Vita Laws. Excellent. Is this the start of coming back for the Kingsman? We'll get the answer in a little while, I think. Bangladesh is raising a duck farm in Australia. 4 batsmen with ducks. Stuck 7 overs, 5 meters, 5 runs and 5 wickets. Can they get 75 runs, Mr. Commentator? Tough call, tough call. Maybe one of the lowest score for Bangladesh in that day number 1. I don't believe Jacob turned up to play cricket tonight, says Lawrence. Hope he's out, says Lenzel. Good loss, says Shadley. Good bowling, youngster, says Paul. Bowling change, Kimmer Paul to bowl his start. First ball, flicked away to his leg side. Kamil Pooran has gone past the shot fine. Much needed boundary for the Kings. After that, a disastrous last over for themselves. Welcome boundary, 10th boundary for the Kings. Kamil Pooran is looking rock solid with the bat. 5th boundary with 4 sixes, going with 180 plus strike rate. 59 from just 32 with 30 singles and a double as well. More wickets coming, so Steve will beat them with losses. Ricardo. Try out the spin ballers as Lenzel. Good to see Kings and above loss as shows. Come on, Jamaica. I hope we can pull it off, says Clement. Once again, try to repeat the same shot. This time the shot fine leg will cut that off. With a loss, he's having a good time, having a rising smile. Good to see that. Just a young kid. Always love to play cricket. They gave away too much runs. Maybe hard to win, says Smith. Don't get excited, Jamaica. Asalanka will win, says Chanel. Let's go Kings, says John. This man living a charming life tonight. Nobody can get him out now, says Lawrence. You're talking about Pooran, right? He's on 59 from 33. Going with almost 180 strike rate. Pushes to his leg side. Wanted to take that second run, but Roston Chase denies that. Just a single. Captain just has joined in the middle. Joined his set partner, Kamil Pooran, playing his 77th match in CPL. Has scored almost 1,500 runs. Wonderful, healthy average for this captain. 30 plus, 90 the previous base with 10 50s. The strike rate is almost 130 for Roston Chase. No wicket with the ball. Can he get a good going with the bat? Short ball, half-hearted pull shot, missed out. That was the number 33rd dots for the Kings. That makes 34 for 6, better than 27 all out West Indies Southampton. But they're struggling. Nonetheless, they're struggling. Yes, it's a must-win match for Australia to save the series. That's it, Kings thoroughly. You have the voice and the analytical view of the game, says Thompson. I'm just trying my part, and the support you guys are giving, that keeps me going. And I always like to do my job from here. Sometimes I failed out to read the comment because I'm just having that stats in front of me, giving the score line update, giving every single piece you are watching on your screen. So also following the game. So sometimes it's tough, but there's fabulous support that keeps me doing that tough job quite easily, I will say right now. Goes towards a long on. Will take his first run, trying for the second run. No chance. Off the mark from the third ball. Roston Chase. 6 runs from the third over. Ackeem ball. Good comeback over, I will say, after conceding a boundary. Just 2 singles from the last 5. 99 for 3. After 12 overs. Come on, are you kidding me? Kingsmen were at 96 for 6. And Kings now 99 for 3. So not that much huge difference. If you talk about side-by-side comparison, Kings just 3 runs ahead. But the problem is, for the Kingsmen lost too many wickets. Only 3 wickets are down for the Kings. So they got a better chance here at this point. But both teams got some good chance to win this. Loss will ball them out with his spin Southampton. I think Joachim about 2 runs short as Lenzel. Despite of everything, they are at least 8 to 10 runs short in the last over. Got just 4 runs in the last over. So they needed at least 8 more runs maybe. Excellent commentary, says Southampton. Thanks for that, Australia. Take revenge. Reverse him. Reverse him from Roston Chase to get past that short third. He gets his first boundary. The Kingsman and Power will have to pull the last miracle out of the bag, says Ricardo. But right now it's 100 up for the Kings with a boundary. 103 for 3. Simon must feel like he is on top of the world now. One more time tried that reverse. This time missed out. Rising smile for Vital Loss. Good to see that. Happy our support keeps you going because you're great, says Jones. Yep. Fabulous support. And with that saying, after this ball I will give that. Good flight and delivery, but ended up with a full toss. Powerful shot from Roston Chase. It was just a gift from Vital Loss, just a full toss. And Roston Chase just has punished that through the deep mid wicket to get his second boundary. 2 in 3 balls for this man. Roston Chase got 9 in his last 6 balls. Quicker one losses deep. Oh, that was a beauty. Just a bit tentative push, I will say. Not a good choice of shots from Roston Chase. Wanted to play that late cut. Chase, take your time, please, says John. Still need over 60, can still happily it's not over, says Lenzel. Heading on the up. Has gone past the cover. Chase for the deep fielder. Will cut that off. Kesikati, I think, was the fielder. And the deep cover to cut it off. They will take 2. Consider just 2 runs in his last over and has taken 2 wickets. Now 10 in his second over so far. With the last 2 for 12 from his 11 balls. Anybody help? Says Dave. Oh, bit fuller. Going towards the off-stump line. Beating the batter this time. Good comeback after that. A couple of boundaries here with a loss. Just 2 in his last 3. Despite of that 2 runs in the last 3, Kings got 10 in that 13th over. 109 for 3. When there is a balanced commentary like what you are doing, the game interested me more even if my team is losing. So Samson, okay, nice to know that. I just love to have some exciting match on my side. I know there is plenty of support for Kings and the Kingsman. 52% for the Kings and 48% for the Kingsman to support here on Creek Tune. Time for bowling change. This special time for the Kingsman to take some quick wickets. They have invited Hunain, who took the first wicket tonight for the Kingsman. Is to get wickets now, says Lensil. Wickets says Hampton. Jamaica can take 100 wickets. They're still lost, says Paul. Only 35 for 6 wickets, says Williams. Tough, but tough for Kingsman at this point. Even after taking 3 wickets, they are making it very much difficult situation to get back. Kamil Pooran is the man who is doing the damage. Late card for him and gets a boundary. Just waited for the ball to get past that short third. And wonderfully played to get his 6th boundary tonight. Just about 3.1 seconds to reach the boundary. The 2 good offers as Lensil. What is pads flick to it towards deep mid wicket. They're trying for the 2nd run, but Chase says no to that. Only a single. Jamaica was short by 50 runs. They did not make enough runs on this wicket, says Gamer Boy. Commentary is top task, says Johnny. Thanks for that, Will Match. You win the game tonight. It's a must, says. Is it Johann, I think? Send back Pooran now. Here's Robin Jake of the match. He's doing a fabulous job. 2nd 50 in just 4 matches. Is it a bad score for him? We'd like to take a look. Short ball. Going for an uppercut. Missed out. Good thinking from Hunain Shah. 134 kills this time. But they need wickets. As simple as that. As the Kings now needs 56 to win from 39 with 8.6 wicket rate with 7 wickets in hand. Which makes this a tough job for the Kingsmen. They need 7 wickets to win and need to restrict the opposition within 54 runs. Five from 3 balls here. Roston shares on 11 from 10. Robin Powell is not happy with something with the umpire, just having a discussion. Umpire signaling that 1 bounce to the over. He's not happy with something. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe that call for a 1 bounce to the over. Anyway, that's a clear bouncer. Come on, Robin Powell. Australia on top, says Williams, definitely. Good Pooran score 100, says Patrick. Chances there. Chances there for Pooran to make that first 100 in the CPL 2026. We sent over till it's over. And faces Hampton. Yep. Chase takes single. Let Pooran score his 100, says Paul. Kings should go on to win this, says Timmy. We shot up 20 runs, says Waka. Easy picking for Kings, says Williams. And abandoning the shape, Kingsman, says Hampton. Now that's the support that Kingsman need at this point, right? Pooran is taking away the game from Kingsman. Go to get him out, says Lensil. Oh, that's a good one. That's a yoker, perfect yoker. Hunain Shah has struck. Now the Jamaican fans are getting alive. Is it too late for the Kingsmen to get back here? But the Kings have lost their captain on 11 from 12. Roston chase departs. Perfect yoker from Hunain Shah to get rid of that off stump down to the ground. 114 for 4, the Kings. Again, I will say it's comfortable win for Asalanka, says Shannon. Wicket, I think, says Sumit. Boom, yep, wicket. We go down with the fight of wickets, says Hampton. Kingsman all the way, says Wine. Chasman always on a shale thing. Shade things, says John. Now it's time for the man from US, Auguste, to play his first match in the CPL 2026 with the bat in at number 6. Right-handed batter for the Kingsman, in fact for the Kings. Wow, that's awesome, so Steve. Lawrence says Jacob Simple did not make enough runs tonight. They're struggling with their batting in front. In the front to in, says Lawrence. Chesley to lead from the front, says Timmy. Missed out tonight once again. He's missing with the bat in the recent past. A bit off form with the bat, I will say. Paul, where are you, Steve? Says Waka. Where are you? Okay, Steve is there. In fact, yes, Steve is there. Just made a comment a little while ago. Outside edge, no slip is placed, and no chance for that deep third man to cut that off. Spinner may say that he has played that intentionally to get past the keeper, but yes, it was a bit lucky, but it's a boundary nonetheless to get off the mark. Once again, the over was started with a boundary and finished with a boundary, but they have lost 1 wicket in between that 2 balls. The Kings 118 for 4 after 14th. Rest next game I will play, says Paul. Cheers, all you had to do was take your time, says Sean. Cheers, running from the ball all the time, says Carter. Sean. Tighten up, bring up the field, and now batter, says Lenzel. Asalanka still going to win, says Alexander. Just saw Steve in the group, says Waka. Yep, he's there. A good way to open his account over Spina. Now it's time for Andrew Russell to get back. Have a drive from Pooran. Will take a single. 6-6 now. Like to see his batting carrier. Kamil Pooran. Yes, this is his best score in CPL carrier. Just the 4th match. And guess what? He got 2 50s. And now it's a good time maybe to get the first 100. I think the Kingsman fans would love to see that. But it's a good chance for this man to get 100 here. And to save his team as well. But Andrew Russell will try to take his 109th wicket in CPL. No wicket as yet for this man. Cut away wonderfully by Pina. Powerful shot. 2 balls for Auguste Pina, just playing his first match in CPL 2026. In fact, he's making a debut in his CPL career. Because Simple don't like pace, he don't like to be prepared. Prepared, says Lawrence, keep trying guys, says Lenzel. Let's go Kings, says Sarah Lee. Pooran impressive batting, says Hampton. Let's go. A silk single better than no runs, says Shermill. Good looking cover drive. Chase for the fielder. Robin Powell will cut that off. Just a single. Wicket, says Sam Sumit. Do better, get him out, says Lensil.
Super.
Bring back Law, says Lensil. Six to 6 now from 37 balls. Has he promoted in that highest run getter list? That's a slower ball. Missed out by Pooran this time. Look at that. He has been promoted in that number 2nd position. Just the 4th match for Kamil Pooran. 153 runs. And he also got a chance to get past that run machine, Robin Powell. Chances there. Short ball. Wanted to play that uppercut. Miscued. .133 Ks from Andrew Russell. Wicket be nice, says Hampton. Pooran on the way to become the first centurion in CPL 2026, says Julian. He still need 24 runs. And the Kings need 46 from 31. Now the run rate is almost 9. 6 runs from 5 balls here. Andrew Russell, can he take a wicket here? Kingsmen need to take wickets. With miscued shot, goes towards mid-wicket to take a single. Good over from Russell. 7 runs conceded by him after 15 overs. Kings now on 125 for 4. Not that much huge difference to talk about. Kingsmen were 119, but they have lost 7 wickets. And the Kings, 125. They're 6 runs ahead, and 3 lesser wicket is down for them. Try keep the boundaries down, says Lindsay. Walker says get him now. Russell. Lawrence says Jackie Bowler simply don't know how to bowl. Good line and length. They are simple all over the place. 6 wickets needed, says Hampton. Keep going, says Lensil. 5 overs, we can do it, says Hampton. Andrew Russell is not feeling good enough. Just lying on the ground. Now, I think it's time for the physio to come up. That's really not a good sign. Maybe a hot and humid condition, maybe. He's sweating a lot and just lying to the ground. Here comes the physio. Hopefully he is fine. That's the batting card for the Kings. Seifert was the first man to get dismissed. 12 for him, 23 for Campbell. And Jeremiah just 1 from 4 balls. And Roston is the last one to get out. 11 from 12 balls. Pooran is playing his career best knock in CPL. 67 from 40. With 4 6 and 6 fours. With 12 dots only. 167.5 the strike rate. And just has joined in the middle over spinner. 9 from 3 balls with a couple of boundaries as well. Going with 300 strike rate. They've still got Matthew Forde to come after this, don't forget. And Schalkwyk also can bat, the all-rounder. So still got some batters to come. Here comes the stretcher. Not a good sign at all. So seems like it's a serious moment for Andrew Russell. It's just can't even stand there. common bowlers. We need wickets as well. Not much runs to play with. Wickets needed as Lenzel. Hope Russell okay. He reminds me of De Silva, the way he is as Hampton. Keep it tight. We need to keep them from licking boundaries as Waka. Let's bring him back, says Hampton. Now he is leaving the ground. It's just not feeling okay there. Good to see him standing on his feet. Leaving the ground on the shoulders of the two physios, I think. Four wickets are down. 2 for Hunain Shah, 2 for Vital Loss. So 2 successful bowlers for the Kingsmen so far. Out of that 6 bowlers they have used. Let Russell go rest, says Deborah. Asalanka doing black magics as well. Pray Russell be alright, says Hampton. Yes, hopefully he will be fine. Only wicket can do now, says Lenzel. Required run rate also 9. Don't forget about that. It's also getting higher. So for Asalanka they need some big overs. Yes, they got 21 runs from the 9th over. By far the best one for the Kings. That was when Otis Smith considered 21. After that he hasn't bowled any single over. 13 runs from the 10th over in fact. But after that some quiet overs, I will say. 10 from the 13th, 9 from the 14th, and 7 from the 15th. Only wickets can do now, says let's go boys, keep the fire on, keep it burning, says Sean. Time for bowling change. Vital Loss to bowl his third. First ball, cover drive, miscued timing, and a risky run there. Kirk McKenzie was the fielder. It was a tough call to get a single, but no damage for the Kings. One more for Pooran. Onto his back foot, goes to his leg side to take a single. The CPL season is just not impressive to me by all the teams where batting is concerned. The bowling is not bad, says Lawrence. Yeah, this year CPL batting has been a struggle for all teams, says Game a Boy. Why? Going down the ground, goes towards a long on and will take a single. Vital Loss will won't mind that singles, 3 singles from his first 3 balls in his over. That was the number 28 singles for the Kings. That's how they have scored their runs. 28 singles, 4 doubles, 15 fours and 5 sixes with 42 dots. Good night to one and all, says Denval. Good night to you. Has given plenty of flight there. One more dot ball. There's a number 43rd dots for Asalanka to play here in this match, number 13th. Run rate going up, but Pooran still there, says Lenzel. Yep, Pooran is still there. Coming down the track, and I think that's connected well. We have talked about Pooran, but what about this man, Auguste? 2 boundaries and a 6, going with more than 250 strike it. Clean as you like, just one step ahead, and right for the middle of the bat, straight for a 6. Much needed 6 for the Kings. It's a good one. It's 89-meter 6 from Auguste. Oh, that's the googly. Well played at the end. Pushes towards offside to take a single. Sensible batting from Auguste. 17 from Simon balls for this right-hander. And Kings got 10 from the 3rd over of Vital Loss. 135 for 4. Still a long way to go for this year of CPL. in CPL. Maybe the batting feeling improves Southampton. Yes, like to see that as well. Yes, it's not 100% right that we haven't seen that much good batting performance in the CPL. Yes, we have seen some big runs, big scores, but bowling was there as well. It's a good battle. I think it's a 50-50 battle sometime with the bat and the ball. Balanced battle. T20s is... people think T20s is all about getting some big overs, big rounds, big boundaries. But what about the bowlers? They also need some something to go with their favor. So it should be a mixed battle between the ball and the bat. Full toss, cut away wonderfully. You just can't give the full toss to over spinner at this moment because he just got a 6 in the last over. Into the 20s. Look at that. Last 6 balls from this right-hander. Got 1 6, 1 4, 3 singles. 13 runs from his last 6. Cut away once again. And this time we'll find the fielder at the deep cover. Single darts good, but leads weaker, says Lenzel. Cameron Russell get well, Kamil get them out, says Waka. More salt on that Chevy Gous, says Paul. If Kings lose this match, Chase is not good skipper, says Rose. I'm damn proud, Lucian says Sarah Lee. One of these batters got to step up the game, says Forster. Give us a big over early, says Ricky. Had to reach for the ball. Could be a wide. Yes, it is. More runs for the Kings. That is the number 3rd runs from the extras. What of the power hitting? After 16 overs and 2 balls, if you talk about the power hitting, Kingsmen got 8 boundaries, 8 fours and 7 sixes, whereas the Kings, just the double 4, 16 fours and 6 sixes. This is where Kings have made a difference, the power hitting. 16 fours and 6 sixes. At the same stage, the Kingsmen were on 132 for 7. Now the Kings are on 142 with that single. Pick up Lucian, says Davis. Pina looking impressive. Yep, it's only their first match for him. Let's go, Selke, says Alexander. Can't shake it, take this down to the west, says Lawrence. Let's see. Selke eating all the way tonight, says Paul. They have no choice because Otis Smith went over 22 rounds in his first over, so they have to hide Otis Smith as gamer boy. With bottom edge. Goes to the keeper. No chance for the run this time. We talk about that dot ball comparison. At the same stage, the Kingsmen played 41 dots, and the Kings, they played 3 extra dots, but they are covering the dots with that powerful shots, boundaries and sixes. 44 dots now for the Kings. That's the dots side by side comparison for you. Come on, guys, can't afford so much runs in and over, says Lenzel. That is sweet cricket. Go Simon, go, says Ellison. With pressure on Kim Paul, considered 7 in his 4 balls. Now goes to his offside, long off. Gets a single into the 70s for Kamil Pooran. He's getting his career best performance tonight. 70 from 43 with the 6 fours and 4 sixes. 1 double and the 20 singles as well. Just 12 dots. That's good to see. That's impressive. This is how badly JK have bowled according to that stats just now, says Lawrence. You are talking about the dot. That should be another wide. This is not good from Kim Paul. Second wide in this over. That's the 4th runs from the extras. What about the extras? Like to see that comparison as well. If you talk about that extras, Kingsmen got 8 runs from the extras after 6 over and 5 balls. On the other hand, Kings got just 4. So if you talk about the title line and length, Kingsmen they do not give in that much extra rounds here to the Kings batters, just 4. Full toss goes towards cover, and there's a deep cover as well. Just will be a single. Good over for the Kings. They got 10 from the last over of Kim Paul. Darron dusted with the ball to the no wicket for 36. 145 for 4. Wicket will lose his crown tonight, says which king will lose his crown tonight, says Randy. That's a good question. That's $1 million question. We'll get the answer after this match. Just 3 overs to wait. Good night to all from Saint Lucia, says Sarah Lee. Good night to you. Hope Andries feels better soon. Joachim Lizard, God bless, says cheer on. Yes, we'll hope for the best for Andrew Russell, maybe for the next match. Let's go Saint Lucia Kings, says Randy. Pooran will make his 100, says Williams. That's you for your commentary, says Columbus. Thank you for your commentary, says Columbus. You're welcome. King all the way, says Williams. Ball and change. Fatal loss will be replaced by man from Pakistan, Saint 3 overs considered 27 runs. Going for a reverse sweep. Got some bad, but straight to the point. Missed out something, I think. But there was a dot in the first one. Dot in the first one. Dot in the first ball, then a single. Sorry about that mistake. Cut away by Oberspina, and has found the rope. 17th boundary for the Kings. Brings up the 150. He moves on to 27 in quick time. Oberspina. 225 strike rate with 4 boundaries and 6. Slowly but surely it's getting tougher for the Kingsmen to come back from here. For the Kings, they need 19 from 14. Yes, still it's not over. It's not over for any of the Kings here. But it's looking good for the Kings because they got 6 wickets in hand, 19 from 14 to win. And for the Kingsmen, they would love to take this game into the final over to create some more chance here. It will not abandon this. I will not abandon the ship. I will go down with the ship and sail to victory, says Hampton. We all know that. We're a super supporter for the Kingsman, Hampton. We need 15, 18 and 20 rounds over. Let's go Kings, says Ricky. Waka says we did 120 or even 15 more rounds, Hampton, says Waka. The Kingsman will lose the crowd, says Patrick. Which kingdom will rule tonight, says Davis. By far is the King's kingdom is ruling at the home condition at Saint Lucia. I think it's a 6. Indeed, it's a 6 to finish. Big over for the Kings. They're getting home in style. 13 from the final over of Saint 158 for 4.
Super.
82 meter 6 to finish the 18th over for the Kings. Home crowd are celebrating the early victory. Kingsmen need something special with the ball to get back. Some quick wickers, maybe a hat-trick. The Kingsmen will look okay. Congratulations, says Alexander. 3 more 6 and game is over. Pooran is in the man, says Allison. Let's go, says Alexander. Pina is impressive, says Hampton. Yep, impressive first match for Pina. Let's go, King. We can do it, says Sean. '73. He will not get the chance to get to 100. 73 from 47 because Kings lead just 12 from 12 balls. Here's the runs for Kings. Easy runs for Kings, says Williams. 1-9 shot to get back. First ball going to a steep mid-wicket chase for the fielder. Will they come back with a couple? Yes, they will. 10 to win. It's all over, says Michael. 12 around 6 wickets, says Hampton. The real King got the crown, says Paul. Let's go, King. We can do it, says Sean. Yes, Hampton, we're still Kingsman, but not going their way tonight. We short of 15 runs, says Waka. I'm a Jacob supporter, but I'm getting betting man. I know what I lost. It's over, says Lensil. 2-6 and Cuff is a day, says Michael. Wonderful. This is just marvelous stroke from the man on your left bottom. Into the 80s also brings up the 50 run stand in this 5th wicket partnership for the Kings. And real quick time.
Super.
Just 27 balls to get that 52 runs partnership. 158 for 4, says Alexander. This match could be more interesting if only the JK had bowled properly. My team will get home, says Williams. If the ball let Kings lose the game, says Ingrid. Going down the leg side, missed out by the keeper. This should be it. That should be it. It's a 4, it's a wide, it's a win for the Kings. They got back on track with a win tonight. The home side, Saint Lucia Kings, won by 6 wickets against the Jamaica Kingsmen in this match number 13 of the CPL 2026. What a partnership this is turning out to be. The match-winning partnership for the Kings, 57 from 27. And look at Auguste, 34 runs contribution. And I'd like to see 34 runs from just 14 balls from Auguste in this 5th wicket stand. 16 from 13 balls for Kamil Pooran in the stand. And they have finished their job in style, taking the home side to a victory. That's the batting card. Team Seifert goes back early, 12 from 13 balls. Campbell struggled to get some opening round, then got his rhythm back. 2 boundaries and 1-6-23. Jeremiah got just 1 and Roston shares 11. But Kamil Pooran, the career best 81 runs, unfortunately just couldn't get to 100 tonight. But there was a big chance for him. 81 from 49 with 6 fours and 5 sixes. Wonderful knock for Kamil Pooran. And Auguste, just the first match in CPL. 34 from 14. Impressive start. Undoubtedly with 2 sixes and 4 fours. Almost 250 strike at 9 runs from the extras as well. Not that much wicket to take for Jamaica Kingsmen's bowlers. They needed some quick wickets to get back. And they got just 4 wickets to take. There's 2 wickets for Vital Laws and 2 for Hunain Shah. That's the bowling card for the Kingsmen. Congratulations, Kings. Here's cricket, says Steve. Yep. Regards to my Kingsmen. More games ahead to play and win, says Ingrid. Ingrid, good night. Looking to see you all tomorrow. God's willing, says Steve Lenzel. Reddy says, thanks for the commentary. You are welcome. Congratulations to Asalanka win by 6 wickets, says Hilary. Boom says, Gary, you see wear short a couple of rounds, says Waka. Yes, says John. Congrats, Kings, says Sarah Lee. They are the real Kings of Smith. Bye bye, Jamaica, says Chanel. Kings, Saint Lucia Kings, says Channel. Good night, everyone, says Hampton. Who is the man of the match? That's a big question. Fanas. Let's talk, take it home, fine 4, says Alexander. Man of the match is Pooran, says Hampton. Good night, everyone. Looking to see everyone in the next game, says Waka. Has his lob, says Davis. My sweet Asalanka take it home, says Chanel. Around the boss, says Allison. Go, we got this King, says Chanel. Asalanka all the way, says Chanel. Well done, my countryman. Kamil Pooran, says Darron. Commentary always on point. Thank you for such great commentary, says Sean. You're most welcome, John. Great commentary. Thank you, bro, says Ingrid. You're welcome. The king, the real king, says Sarah Lee. Khari, see how man win match, says Sophie. I think you are talking about man of the match. Have a great night. Rest of all, says Amari Gaston. Nora says, Mr. S, congrats to us, SLK. Congratulations to SLK, says Dorothy Walker. Yes, that's the result. Match is over. It was a good toss to win for the Kings captain. Roston Chase invited the Kingsmen with the bat. 169 for 9. What they got with the bat, the Kingsman 150. That is from Casey Carty. Fifer, made in Fifer for Matherford in CPL carrier. 1 for Bishop, 1 for Theekshana, and followed by 171 for 4 and a wonderful 50. In fact, Kamil Pooran got 81 runs with that bat. As it go on this match by 6 wickets. This is the last match at Saint Lucia, and they're acknowledging the crowd with a victory lap. Man of the match, that is the man who took that fifer with the ball, Matthew Forde. That's the man of the match. Kingsman need better bowler, says Jiro knows. Rosa, thank you. Great commentary, says Foster. Thanks for the wonderful commentary and graphic stats, says Davis. You're most welcome. Khari take 45 runs, 45 balls, 50 runs per run, 49 balls, 81 runs, just 5 more balls, says Sophie. And that makes a huge difference. The powerful performance, powerful hitting. Congrats, Saint Lucia Kings. Chris says, thanks for keeping us informed. Great and excited commentary, says Howell. Yes, next match coming up tomorrow at 11 p.m. GMT time. The match number 14. The home side will take on the defending champion Antigua and Barbuda Falcons versus Trinbago Knight Riders, coming up tomorrow at 11 p.m. And I would like to join with a wonderful family on time. And yes, you are most welcome. If you're new here on Cricket, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. And it's time for me to say goodbye, good night, good morning. Before that, I'd like to see that points table. Saint Lucia Kings got their crown back, and now they are the number 1 side of this CPL 2026. Still, they got 4 matches to play. Still more matches to come. Only the 13, in fact 12 matches done and dusted. 13 matches done and dusted. Still, we have more matches to come in this league stage. But yes, Kings now sitting at the top position. Warriors number 2nd, Tridents number 3rd, and Falcons number 4th. Kingsmen in the number 5th position after this lose. Knight Riders, they need to come up with a win tomorrow against the Falcons. Patriots, number 7th position. Good night, says Waka. Good night, says Sean. Good night, says Sophie. We could have owned the game if we play proper cricket. Anyhow, continue Saint Lucia Kings, says Lawrence. Let's keep this energy, says Sean. Carry for the Carty for the test match, says Sophie. What happened to you last night, says Smith. Just didn't get enough time to cover that. It was a long, tiring day for me yesterday, so just couldn't cover that, as we have confirmed that earlier. Go live yesterday at all. Good night, dear. With great commentary, says Lawrence. Yes, good night, everyone. And good morning, good night, good evening to each and everyone. It's time for me to say goodbye from Cricket Tune here. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll join with you in quick time with some exciting cricket matches. Till then, be safe, be nice, and have a nice time. Thanks for watching Cricket Tune once again.
Goodbye.